Okay. Should be correct. Continue from where we left off. Hello, Marco Gallant. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Zardran. Hello, Gamer5. Hello to the Twitch chat, the Kick chat, the X chat, the TikTok chat, the Instagram chat, and the YouTube chat. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. We will be continuing off of where we left off, which was we just read up all the lore about all the different SCPs that are in this facility. So we just learned about literally everything that's currently in game right now. Let me move the stream a little bit like that. That should be good. Okay. Yeah, so we just learned about basically all the backstories. What game is this? This is Escape Site 13. It's a new indie SCP game made by a Chinese company. So it's about basically, if you ever heard of Site 13 before, and SCP-1730, which is basically an SCP site, like an entire containment site that is an SCP. It's based on that, but from the perspective of basically a Chinese Foundation site, that what they want to do is basically find SCPs, capture them, contain them, and then log them so that there's historical data about them, basically. And we've been going through it. We've spent probably like 9-10 hours now playing this game, so we've gone through a lot of it. I read all the lore of it. Currently, we are about to approach the cults area and look at the god-tier whale SCP monster that is able to basically turn people into its minions. We also have to worry about the ulterior dimension, or the alternate dimension, where there's some sort of evil blood god type monster thing that was taking weapon sacrifices and cult sacrifices. So yeah, it's like, it'll be interesting. And then this is Bobble the Clown. He is like a evil SCP monster that works on a sound frequency. He was tortured by the Foundation, but it's because he basically tortures humans and he's trying to take us over. He's trying to make us commit violent acts and then take over our mind and our soul, basically. Yeah, like that. What kind of weapon do I see myself having if I was evil? Evil? I feel like knives tend to be like the most evil weapons because you get up really close to an enemy. But like knives with like wicked edges to them. So like not just a flat out like straight knife, a knife that's like barbed and stuff. So it gets stuck in the victim. It can like tear into them. That's like an evil weapon. Because you're going in personal, you're going in crazy striking, and then you're going in for damage, right? That's an evil weapon. Hello Olus, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Here it is! Just press the button! We got Bobble the Clown. Press the button, then what? Then God will hit you with the truth! This is the whale body right here. It's being dissected, so we're about to like look at the whale god and potentially have some sort of vision from it, most likely. Here we go. Let's see the truth. What is it? Scanning. There are some sort of rune symbols on the whale's flesh. What's happening? Oh, I moved the scanner. Okay. So there's symbols here. Yeah, I can see the symbols. So I just have to scan all the symbols, I assume, then? Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, let's grab these symbols, scan that message. Oh, there we go. Alright, we have another... This is the Spirit Torrent, and they give us spiritual messages. There was a guy who was using the Spirit Torrent to communicate with us to try to tell us about the truth of what was happening. Oh god, okay. And then this is the Spirit Torrent to the whale SCP monster that was contained through memetics so that people would forget about it, so that way people wouldn't be absorbed by it and used by it. Okay, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of imagery. The black hole of the whale, or is that a whirlpool? Damn, what the hell are these fragments? For a moment, it feels almost identical to tapping into the Spirit Torrent. Aha! Even your head can't stand that! You mean this is the beginning? All those glyphs originated from this stele? Righto! The rock is like a chatterbox, spewing random stuff, supposedly coming from their god. Then them zealots went bonkers and copied that nonsense everywhere, called it their Neo-Testament. You said their god will hit me with the truth. What's that supposed to mean? Apex, pay attention to your lessons. We are Apex, by the way. We have an AI inside of us, and we ourselves are either an SCP or like part SCP. We are not a normal human. And our guy, the main character guy, he is a little bit of a sociopath. Like, he really doesn't really care about human lives too much, which is rough, which is why Bobble has such an impact on us. Because again, he's trying to make us commit evil acts that aren't humane, basically. Bobble the Clown is kind of like Pennywise? Yeah, he is. Didn't you already see what it's like after the advent of their god? That vision I just had, I only remember scenes of chaos and war. Alright, we gotta scan more for the next part right here, I'm assuming. Scan, 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 and what's that big symbol? Okay, another spirit torrent, or something similar to the spirit torrent. It may not be the same. Oh, okay, I should have gone slower. I was gonna just try to speedrun it, but that's fine. Boom. I love that something bad would happen failing the minigame. Guess not. Okay, Twin Tower attack, okay. The whale has something to do with the Twin Towers, that's wild. The stele showed Site-13 researchers the will of their god. What they call the THRESHER Server is in fact the vessel prepared for their advent of this god. I can understand why they care so much about the server, but what does the vessel mean? You told me that the THRESHER Server is the cause of spatial distortion and the demise of this site. That it is! On top of it, these zealots added a little bit of extra functionality. Their god has no corporeal body, right? The server will serve as an anchor so that their god can stay in this world. Bobble told you to shut it down, no? Either to fix the spatial distortion or to shut their god out. It's what you've gotta do. In either case, I can't allow something so dangerous to exist. We have to destroy it. Alright, on to the next part of the lore. So this is the stele. I think it is still a part of the whale's body, but potentially it's just another thing that they encrypted from the whale's body, I guess, potentially. And again, the whale is different from the black goo from the alternate dimension that is the evil lord that they were being minions of. Oh, wait, that was a continuation? Oh, I see. Okay, let that go by, go down here, go down like that, check up over, and down. Another whirlpool, people screaming, running, dead bodies, people crying. So, the name and revelation of their god seeped into Site-13 and created a cult. You're saying that a mimetic anomaly did all this? Yes, indeed. Kind of, though. Of course not! What are you thinking? The jailers, of course, wouldn't allow it. They'd pay any price to have the seed of irrational chaos snuffed out. Then, how did it come to this? Did Emerson let it slip? Or is it Andrew Ammons' doing? Hey, Apex! Where's your brain, dude? Because they voluntarily let it happen. Voluntarily? This god didn't really control them. It just offered a way to fill the void. That was the start. Then Leech Boy went apeshit. Things went downhill really fast. Anomalies broke free from after one another. Or free one after another. They had no choice but to seek help from their god. When all security and emergency systems went down, for that they've got to baptize themselves in the black waters. Interesting, okay. This is giving you the Hanged Kings play vibes? True, yeah. Ooh, you should see how they dived into the bad sea in droves. Human lemmings. It was so much fun. Humans are born with this urge to believe in things that do not really exist. I never managed to understand their way of thinking. Again, we're not really human. Is that why they keep calling me a freak? Yeah, because we can't understand humans because we're not a human. Exactly. But I feel like we're part human. File cabinets filled with documents that won't be read by any eyes anymore. New document, the Gopher Stele. PTE 9917, Kapala Gopher Stele. The description is Artifact PTE 9917 Kapala, hereafter referred to as the Artifact, is a granite stele of uneven shape and texture derived from KTE 3737, Kapala Parallax Lovelock Bad Sea. So, this stele, this giant stele with the encryptions on it, or the scriptures on it, is part of the Black Sea SCP. So is it the black goo from the Black Sea that they turned into a stele, maybe? Fabricated circa 196 BCE, it is inscribed with an enigmatic set of symbols whose relation... Oh, did not mean to skip down like that, I meant to slide down. Relation... Ignamic set of symbols whose relation to any known natural or synthetic linguistic system was initially unclear. Subsequent decipherment by an interdisciplinary team of cryptographers and linguistics affiliated with the coalition reveals that the symbols are non-natural variant of the Amharic? Amharic? What the hell is Amharic? Define Amharic. Amharic, the official language of Ethiopia. Okay, so it's Ethiopian. Interesting. Amharic script, used historically by the South Semitic people of ancient Ethiopian regions. So yeah, it's Ethiopian. Interesting, so that's the origin of the stele, but not the other SCP? The artifact is predominantly composed of diorite, with no substantial degradation, mechanical damage, weathering, pollution, discoloration, or anthropogenic restoration observed. Normally, its material properties resemble those of a rigid body, albeit instances of autonomous, non-Newtonian shear flow have been documented. These events led to alterations in the inscribed symbols, including additions, deletions, modifications, and rearrangements of spatial distribution, independent of any external physical forces. So the symbols in the image, in the SCP, or in the stele, change over time. Some are deleted, some are added, some remain the same. It just updates itself somehow. Update. Upon decryption, the inscriptions on the artifact have been interpreted as comprising religious lexicon, phrases, or narratives pertinent to ancient Jewish culture. These include the Tetragrammaton, revered by ancient Hebrew tribes, selected laws from the Mosaic Decalogue, excerpts from the Pentateuch Torah, or segments of the Nevi'im. Hopefully I'm pronouncing some of these kind of right. Hello Slimies, welcome to the stream. Hello Wave, welcome to the stream. Hello to the lurkers, welcome, welcome, welcome. The observation protocols. The artifact is housed in a facility equipped with a transparent observation window and integrated air filtration and regulation systems. Given the dynamic nature of the inscription changes, regular close-up digital photography and palimpsests, what's that? Define palimpsest. Palimpsest, a manuscript or piece of writing material on which the original writing has been effaced to make room for later writing but without traces remaining. So it's basically writing covering old writing but without traces of the old writing existing, so it is self-updating itself and removing all existences of the previous writing, and they're taking pictures of it so they can save the messages even as they get deleted. Blah, 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 blah. Entry into the containment area is strictly limited to personnel without extraneous items bearing essential diagnostic or documentation equipment. Non-compliance with sterile procedure protocols before entering the containment room warrants severe disciplinary action. The research notes. In the realm of esoteric and mystical cultures, a name is often considered a gateway to the essence of what it denotes. The Tetragrammaton emerges as one of the most sacred and inviolable names in human history, a taboo that exists eternally. The biblical injunction, "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless, that taketh this name in vain," underscores the gravity assigned to this divine nomenclature. However, due to the loss of vowel pronunciations and traditional taboos against uttering the name directly, God's name has evolved into various epithets over time. Yahweh, Jehovah, El Shaddai, Allah, Adonai, among others. This leads us to question, does the divine essence dissipate or fragment as these names diversify? In light of these considerations, the enduring Tetragrammaton, holy hell that word is hard, Tetragrammaton, inscribed in Amharic on the Gopher Stele, may indeed carry a fragment of its divine essence. Its inexplicable power, which we struggle to fully comprehend, likely extends beyond mere mimetic anomalies to a form of force that is profoundly unimaginable. Moreover, this power does not emanate from the stele itself. If it were so, the myths inscribed therein might manifest into reality. Rather, the peculiar potency harbored by the stele is intimately tied to the divine authority behind this name. So, the stele has no power itself. Its messages are transformed by the evil god. And it's not an actual god, it's just a being that can literally alter reality itself, which by definition of these researchers, is a god, because it's a SCP monster that can transform reality, right? It's a godlike power. Andrew Ammons is the one who wrote this article. Interesting. So yeah, that's what this is. This stele is the remnants from the thing that they are worshipping as a cult, their type of god thing, but this thing itself is not a piece of the god, it is remnants of its messaging, basically, that it still has power over and can control. Let's double check to make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. Again, we're trying to get 100% achievements as well. I'd like to 100% this game. Alright, off we go. Into the next area. Site 13, B11, basement 11. Okay, we can't go in here or over here. We have to go down the stairs, it seems. Downstairs we go. Across. Oh no. Ba-bum-ba-dum. What do we have down here? Site basement 13, or B17? Site 13, basement 17, yes. Ooh, another spirit torrent, okay. Let that fly by, wait for that one, go, 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 hold here, go, 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 perfect. I realize too late the pain we cannot ignore. Upon the scarlet lands, a sea of flames forevermore. It sparked from Olympia and left nothing but ash. In its merciless cage, we are all turned to dust and trash. Should a lucid eye peruse this solemn word I write, please carry hence my journal from this eternal night. In penned lines lie the remnants of a mind once clear, a silken thread to grasp when you tumble close to fear. Interesting. New clue acquired. If Judah is now completely dominated by the mimetic anomaly. Yeah, Judah was the one leaving us the torrent messages, and he's trying to stay sane, but he lost his mind. Eventually it overpowered him. I must be extra careful then. He should be considered a threat. That's true, Judah now is taken over. I can see a fine line of reasoning within Judah's message, indeed. Maybe his mind is not completely ruined yet. Is there hope for Judah? Can we save someone still, potentially? Found it. This must be the journal that Judah talked about. The journal that Bauble wants to get his hands on for whatever reason. Of course it's guarded. What are these symbols? Pattern cipher? They look like those left behind by Judah. Researcher's Diary, Fragment 5, date 7/1/2000 and something. I am of the flock. I am the apostle of the king. I am the child who wails beneath the lash. I am Judah Hermes, a level 3 researcher for the SCP Foundation, Neuroscience Division at Site 13. Damn it all, my mind grows increasingly untenable. Untenable? I'm assuming it's like unstable or whatever. With the last functioning SRA dwindling in efficiency or efficacy, which is his reality anchors basically are stopping working, he can no longer control himself. I pen these words in hopes that someone will discover them in time. Words are will, names are curses. The runes on the stele bear the original names of the god, and the curse spreads through this vessel. This anomaly erodes the sturdiest of minds, transforming individuals into apostles of the Lord of the Crimson Crown. That's the evil god that's taking them over. Likewise, the writings of these apostles serve as a vessel for the curse. And entries in documents, paintings on walls, even specific gestures, all carry that tyrannical will. So basically they can leave, they were leaving literal mimetic time bombs, where if you basically read an article, it would brain wipe you and turn you into a mindless slave to this evil god. If you looked at an image, it could literally mind wipe you. They're reality altering pneumatic landmines that were placed. Bauble actually diffused them for us because Bauble is a frequency SCP that can cover them up and basically take them over with his own image and his own visage, and so he's been hiding them so that we don't go insane. Bauble's like working with us in a way, kind of helping us, but again, it's so that he can take control and just for his own enjoyment and pleasure because he's, you know, sadistic. Yet among those transformed, there remain some who can preserve a fragment of their self-will. I call them the lucid. I once believed myself among the ranks, but human will has its limits. The curse doesn't merely erode the mind, it expands upon the existing fissures within. So not only does it erode your mind, it literally expands upon what you have inside of your mind. I'm doing well, Ziardran. How are you? I hope you're having a good day so far, or a good weekend. Hello, Lolo. Welcome to the stream. Unexpectedly, it was the clown who enlightened me. Why now do I begin to recall my childhood? Only in those days was my soul truly in nature, unbound by the void. The summoner of the Crimson Crown, it appears, has my lifelong quest for human rationality itself. We deem ourselves saviors, yet we are but usurpers. I have recorded these days of research in hopes that they, along with this journal, will aid those who follow in resisting its influence. This may well be my final moment of lucidity. If things reach a point of no return, I will end myself in the bad sea. It all began with it, and it shall end with it. So he'll sacrifice him to the dark sea and the evil god as well at the end if he needs to. 7/7/2000 something. What happened at Site 13? What happened at Site 13? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? All over and over and over and over. Once there was a fragile flame born among waste paper baskets and broken walls. It was but a spark initially, a pinpoint of warmth amidst the eternal cold night. It watched as humanity emerged from the woods, building homes and markets upon the wild landscapes. Shepherds drove their famished flocks, and forgotten dynasties succeeded one after another. Then they came. They arrived with spears and black sails, turning marketplaces into seas of blood. They cut down pillars, trampled palaces into rubble. They toppled bookshelves, letting scrolls scatter across the ground. And then the flame ignited, feeding on books of old. The fire spread, bursting from the broken walls, from the blood-stained streets, from the lamenting nation, from the wastelands enshrouded in red smoke, from Site 13. Go forth, Judas, go forth. The gates of Site 13 stand open. Bring them the flames, for the Lord of the Urns will return. The wearer of the Crimson Crown shall reign as king. 7 sins, 7 shackles, 7 sons offered 2. From here on, the text is obscured by bloodstains. Yeah, because they literally start writing in blood. It's literally full-on cult stuff. Pick a hilt accessory. A sapphire, if that can be done. New document script of Judah Hermes. Madness mantra? Yeah, basically. Judah's handwritten note. Thus, the cursed prayers of the faithful can also be seen as a form of action symbol. Each type of action hazard has its own corresponding counteraction symbol. I visited the Information Hazards Division database to review the archives on action symbols. The results were as I expected. The anomalous effects of Project 4231, Host's Authority, have theoretical solutions in corrective action symbols. By applying corresponding corrective symbols, most effects of 4231 can be neutralized, even counteracted. Within the range of the reality anchoring, I can reverse engineer these theoretical solutions. Just give me a few more days. So he's trying to figure out basically a way to decipher the opposite of the mimetic threat to counteract it. Like, it's kind of like having a hum beaming, like a note coming towards you, and you're trying to have the counter note that will deflect it and protect you from it, basically. Hello, Hagoat, welcome to the stream, welcome. Yes, it should be Fragmented Minds out tomorrow, it should be, yeah. Is it out today? I don't think it was out today. I think it's tomorrow. Oh, for you it's already tomorrow. Oh, okay, I see. So time zones are different. Yeah. No, it should be out tomorrow. I don't know what time it'll be out tomorrow, though, and then I will be playing it. It's in about 16 hours? Okay, that makes sense. That would be 16 hours from 6 p.m. now. That would be around 10 a.m. tomorrow? Interesting. Okay, good to know. A large portion of the content is unreadable due to the damage. As the influence deepens, I can begin to try combining the action symbols with text yielding anomalous effects similar to 9917. I'm pretty sure that's the whale SCP? There are 7 ways to achieve this. By relying on these counteractive texts and symbols, the extraordinary influences of the Zealots can be significantly suppressed. If I had discovered this sooner, perhaps there was still a chance. But the impact on me has been too deep. In the last experiment, the counteractive symbol burned off the skin of my entire arm. Its entire arm melted away because it was trying to counteract the evil god's control over him. I am Judas Hermes, a level 3 researcher for the SCP Foundation. I have recorded the discovered counteractive symbols, prepared for those who may come after. If anyone reads these words, no matter what you face, always maintain rationality. Hastily scribbled action symbols, which we're probably about to read. So, he kept his mind working under the gigantic influence of the mimetic anomaly for this long? Moreover, he even managed to fight back and leave behind messages for others to fight back. I don't think even I could do that. What's keeping him going? Rationality? No. Could it be just faith itself? In that sense, humans are incredible. I can never understand them. Now Bobble knows! You fancy humans because they have access to something you can't even begin to understand. No, 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 no! You won't get it! Not when you keep seeing the world as an outsider! Want to understand humans? You've got to try on their shoes! Or else you'll never see the void! The void? Judah mentioned that word too. Is that kind of a feeling? Oh, good boy, Apex, with so many questions about things you'll never need. Okay, Bobble is a nice teacher. Listen up. Ahem. The void is the emptiness. Or is this emptiness? Emptiness. In the physical sense or what? Where you're going in circles. Extinguish. Extinguish, oh candle brief. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor actor's grief. Striding proud and fretting upon his hour on stage. Then heard no more, life's a tale told by a fool filled with rage. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Meaningless! All is meaningless! Be it life, dreams, futures, knowledge, morals, values, all utterly devoid of meaning! You mean they all fell victim to depression and nihilism? They fell victim to all kinds of stupidity, although at the end of the day, it's all the same. The void is but a result. Don't see it as the cause, Apex. What is the cause, then? Don't tell me you haven't seen it yet, dummy. The shackle of rationality, the concrete prison they built for themselves. The high castle is that it is no different from a dollhouse. The whole world, the modern civilization, that is the cause of the void. Modern civilization gave us emptiness in a body, or emptiness a body. Before that, life was painful but fulfilling. Until they came around, preachers of modernity and enlightenment. They rid humanity of old shackles and imprisoned it with man-made rules and laws. Men tamed the giant machine that is called society. Between old and new, void was born, out of the rage of wailing of all that was forced into the nooks and crevices of history, and emptiness that abhors rationality. Guess what? Bobble was born in exactly that time, when old philosophers were so happily criticizing modernity. Bobble represents this want, this longing for all that is now forgotten. Violence, war, killing, the opposite of civilization. You think Bobble's bad? No, Bobble is just a mascot. What they're trying to summon, that's real bad. What they're trying to summon? You mean what they call Project or Artifact 4231, aka the Crimson Crown Evil King? Not even Bina from Lobotomy Corporation is this confusing? Dude, it is a little bit confusing. Hello, Strawberry, by the way. Welcome to the stream. I do my best to try to explain it to you guys. Basically, they are giving us more and more information towards each part of it. Like, yesterday's stream was a really good one. It explained, like, the entire Bloodworm monster. It explained the entire storyline of all the people. The only one that we're still finishing is Judah Hermes' storyline, and Andrew Ammons, and the other cultist leader guy, Dr. Emerson. Those are the only three we don't have the finishing stories to, which is what we're gaining today. So it'll all eventually make sense. If you watch every single stream in order, you will get every puzzle piece, and it will all make sense to you, basically. It's a lot of lore. See? You can't understand? That's what makes you special. Don't weep just yet. There's nothing wrong with being a freak. Bobble loves freaks. Yeah, but I don't like you, Bobble, so I don't want your love, Bobble. I don't want your enjoyment. I don't want your happiness. But I will take your help so that I don't get killed here. Hopefully. Generators. A bunch of generators. That's it? That's all that's there? Okay. We did turn those generators on earlier to have access to things. Am I supposed to use that elevator, or can I go down here? No, I can't go down there. Alright, so I am supposed to use this elevator. Okay, that wasn't an elevator. But it was an elevator. Like, that's a button up and down. So it was an elevator, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, okay, this led us to, like, the cult's headquarters. It's a sign telling us to go forwards. A luxurious office table adorned with expensive exotic decorations. There's a photo in a corner lying face down. The photo is battered and defiled. The face is completely covered with red marker pen. On the back, there's a note, Martha Edmund, plus a date. Papa Emerson can't tolerate that face. She reminded him of all the nightmares when they tried to contain the Leviathan. Hello, Julia. Welcome to the stream. To wake up from the Leviathan's dreams, Martha sealed off her heart. Well, Papa Emerson, he became a sadist. Martha was the one, by the way, that fell in love with the vampire blood-sucking worm-infected child and forgot her own daughter. And so is Emerson her father, then? They're not so different from the Zealots, trying everything they could think of to fill the void in their heart. Together they made Site 13 a living hell! New document, Elliot Emerson's photo. Okay, photo in director's office. So this is Martha, the mother of her, the daughter? The photo is battered and defiled. The face is completely covered with red marker pen. There's writing on the back, Martha Edmund. Or this was Martha Edmund. You're right, this was Martha, I mean, not Arthur, what the hell. Martha Edmund. And this was probably the wife of Dr. Emmons, then? I guess? Okay, either I'm supposed to continue left. If this is the main way we were supposed to go, I want to go back to make sure I didn't miss anything back here. Okay, so there's something here. Oh, that's just the elevator. I didn't mean to go back in the elevator, bruh. Okay, send me back down. Okay, so it is an elevator that leads to this cult area. These people are all dead from the LTE 0121, which is the bloodworm monster. Empty shelves and cabinets. Someone raided this place for their medical supplies. Okay, interesting. What do we have here? The clinic is strewn with spare parts as well as old documents. A total mess. I can't believe they manufactured these parts with such precision. That was decades ago. We can't do much better today. To be fair, that makes sense. Like, some of our technology is decades old. There isn't as much dust in this area as there was in the other. I didn't read that fast enough. So that means this place was used most recently compared to other parts of the facility. I don't see any documents or anything that we missed here. I don't see anything, so I guess we continue on then. We were going the right way, so we go this way. What we want to do is jump the staircase so we don't have to walk slowly down the stairs and have the staircase animation playing. Alright, another desk. What do we got in here? The file cabinets here are meticulously maintained, unlike other rooms I've seen so far. Yeah, other rooms were destroyed and, like, very messy. This is, like, very organized. The file on the desk is made partially illegible by ink blots, but the readable part does mention the THRESHER server. Based on existing experiment data, each reboot of the THRESHER server tends to severely destabilize the space around it, or even have trans-dimensional effects. Worst case scenario, the entire Site 13 may be thrown into a different dimension. The activation of and further experiments on the device require extreme caution, which is what happened. This entire facility, because of the THRESHER server, transferred dimension from one world, where the SCP Foundation is, into our world, which is this world. Not our world like the real world where we are, but the world of this game, where it got transported from Alaska, America, all the way to Canada. I mean, not all the way to Canada. From Alaska near Canada, all the way to China. And inside the mountainside. That's where we came in. New document. Letter to Elliot Emerson. Letter to Emerson. Director Emerson. Let me be upfront. We start. The numbering system is... Let me be upfront before we start. The numbering system is trash. If you're keen on objectifying your researchers, you might as well slot them into cubicles. The mortuary protocol and the numbering system that came with it were a joke from the get-go. If you're reading this, you're faced with a decision. What did you expect when you threw those dead anomalies into the pit? Did you believe their mere existence as living beings made them anomalies? Being alive is the most ordinary aspect of them. I assumed you would understand this, but your actions have proven otherwise since then. I caused the containment breach, and I won't lie to you about that. I pulled some strings and, with the help of Andrew and others, altered Elijah's records. Your pit fire didn't reduce him to ashes, it just left him restless. I released him, and I was the one who opened the gates to the other containment units. In any case, this containment breach was inevitable. Whether it began with the black waters that spewed forth, the researchers, I use the term researchers deliberately, led by Andrew and Peter, aka the cultists, or the hand of mind that pressed the button, it makes no difference. You still have a choice. Either continue on this path, inevitably to be devoured by those creatures you've tormented over the years, or initiate the Thresher server and hope it flings you into a dimension more forgiving of you. Since you've mingled with those researchers, you should know exactly what I mean. Regardless, I know I've done the irreversible, but our world will be rid of your filth and be all the better for it. This is your death camp, Dr. Emerson. You've dug your own grave, and now you're going to die in it. Sincerely, Harley Edmund. Okay, so what happened here, basically, is Director Emerson, Director Emerson was the director of the site, of the SCP Foundation at Site-13, and the research there. They were humanely working with the SCPs, until they ran into financial trouble due to the whale monster. Hello Space, welcome to the stream. I hope you have a good night, take care of yourself. Okay, so once the whale monster was introduced and stuff in, and they had to contain the whale monster that was brainwashing people and making them worship it, that caused them to go financially broke. Then the Global Occult Coalition came in to give them funding. When the Global Occult Coalition came in, which is the GOC, they took over and made Director Emerson basically evil. He basically started to hate the anomalies and chose to kill them all, torture them and kill them, rather than protect them and learn from them. And this was either because of two reasons. Either it was to get back at the Global Cult Coalition that had taken them over, and he was specifically trying to cause a containment breach to get back at the Global Occult, or he was taken by the Global Occult and controlled by them to do this for whatever reason. The Global Occult Coalition usually works more with the government type stuff, so I don't think so. I think he was genuinely trying to cause a containment breach. This is why Harley Edmund and Martha Stewart's and the other ones, basically, they all, or what, I don't know if it's Martha Stewart's, Martha whatever, they all basically caused a revolution inside the facility, a containment breach. Martha was working with LTE-0121, which was the bloodworm monster, and Harley Edmund clearly helped by helping her with it, and then also releasing other SCPs into the facility, similar probably like Bobble the Clown and other stuff. And that's what caused the massive breach, and then they had to use the Thresher server to try to survive the situation because everything went to crap, and then the Thresher server transformed them from one dimension to another dimension. The history of Site-13. Alright, nice, here's the history of it. Hello, Brian Muller, welcome to the stream, welcome. Welcome. Hello, Sarah, welcome to the stream. Meeting Minutes Part 1, Session CGJ791/PQ12. Thresher Server and Space Warping attendees, Andrew Ammons, AA, Bleakwood Everwood, BE, Tova Hawthorne, TH. BE. Andrew, explain these experiment results, please. AA. So, looking at the results, the Thresher server during test runs triggers compression and warping in the spatial fields. We don't have a formula to predict the outcomes of these changes yet. TH. For a device that uses dimensional technology, this seems kind of unstable. If it can only operate in this unstable state, I'm not really comfortable with that. AA. Well, actually, I don't think spatial instability is a huge deal in itself. If we can get the operations team to sanction the use of redacted technology or use a set of redacted as constraints, this is actually an easily solvable problem. We've read a document either identical to this or very similar to this before. TH, redacted technology. That's going to stir up even more controversy, right? Can they really give the green light? Yeah, we definitely have read this before. BE, don't go off track. You two, I'm leading this meeting. BE, spatial distortion is just one issue, according to Engineer 242. I mean Ryan. He reported a more pressing problem to me. Ryan was the one who was reporting about the evil sounds coming from the Thresher server from the background, and the background sounds were people screaming, fires burning, and the evil demon Crimson Crown King monster god thing basically trying to break into our reality from that reality. AA, that's just his speculation. Bleak, there's no experimental data to support it. BE, but it's a very well-backed speculation. The redacted and other redacted used in the Thresher server could lead to a TS multidimensional lock-in scenario. BE, the management have made up their mind. No one wants another anomaly running amok like the one at that school. AA. Pauses. TH, this is indeed tricky, but it's avoidable with more cautious operation. So far, we haven't detected any temporal anomalies with the Thresher server. I think if we strictly limit the retrieval range to being infinitesimally small, or infinitesimally close to the dimensional tangential points and never go deeper, we can ensure that the server doesn't touch the 4th dimension. In short, keep the Thresher server's power below redacted watts, and add software restrictions. BE, are you serious? Software restrictions? TH, okay, that's not the most reliable. Maybe a slight redesign of the primary CPU would work. By the way, what's with the Thresher server's primary CPU? Last time I checked, its computational efficiency was way beyond the theoretical limit. How did you guys manage that? AA, we're just testing the real, or its real limits, and I'm sure it won't cause any extra issues. TH, tsk. AA, again, I'm sure it won't cause any additional issues, or else this whole project wouldn't exist. BE, enough. Tova, I just need you to answer one question. The Thresher servers won't cause repeated structural changes in the same space, right? TH, it won't if we do things my way. AA, I guarantee it. BE, alright, let's move on to the next topic. So the issue is, it does. It broke, and then things were structurally placed on top of each other, like no clipping through each other, like plants inside of walls and stuff like that, basically, which is bad. Meeting minutes, Thresher server overview. Lead researcher Andrew Ammons, redacted, project manager Martha Edmund, theoretical lead, there's Martha Edmund, that's it. Theoretical lead Peter Mortis, maintenance lead Bartholomew Phaedrus, external consultant Ryan White. The Thresher server is a security device with cross-dimensional capabilities. It can determine the precise spatial dimension of its current reality and locate a safe, corresponding space in a different dimension. This allows it to swap segments of space within the range of its redacted, effectively concealing a whole site in an alternate reality. With proper calibration, this effect can be targeted at specific areas, making it ideal for containing and neutralizing anomalies. Remarks by Ryan White, Engineer 242, inappropriate use of the Thresher server can cause severe spatial distortions. I seriously doubt whether this was considered in the original design. Yeah, things went terribly wrong with the Thresher server. So that's the only document we're getting from there. I swear to God we had that document from the past. We got it somewhere earlier before. True's Yardren, yeah. A lot of SCPs are that way, it seems. I'm gonna try to jump the staircase. Huh! There we go. Skip past a little bit of it. What do we got here? The lock on this door is still active. I need a password to open it. Oh, now Bobble remembers! All Papa Emerson's passwords are the same date. The day when the Leviathan was executed. When Martha's daddy vanished. When Harley forgot about her daughter. In plain words, the date of Incident Oneros. Documents about Incident Oneros and the history of Site-13 all mention something about the whale. Frick, I have no frickin' clue what the date is. I have zero idea. That's awful. Oh no. I have literally zero idea. So, it's the date of the whale thing that happened. Would that be in notes? Meeting minutes, part 2. Disposing of LTE 121, no. Meeting minutes, Thresher server overview, no. Part 1. Nothing to do with this one either. Go into your documents and check. The issue is we have so many freaking documents, bro. Research notes? Was it in the research notes? LTE, no. That's just the LTE research notes. That's different. History of Site-13? Was it the history of Site-13? No, it wasn't the history of Site-13. Did we not read the history of Site-13? I swear we did. History of Site-13. The Foundation discovered what happened to be the carcass of a marine creature. Oh, yeah. We did read that. Okay, so that's when the whale was around. Oh, for more details, please refer to Incident Oneros, SCP-52 blank or redacted, aka Oneros the Whale, July 17th, 1986, so it would be the 17th of 1986. Let's try that number, 171986. That's the number we'll try for the first bit of the password, because that is what it's saying here in this document. I'm pretty sure that number aligns with what it could potentially be. Alright, in plain words, the date of Oneros, document about that, blah blah blah. Alright, let's try this. 171986. Frick, that is way off. Okay, so we need a day, month, and year all together, not just a day and year date. Wrong thing. Tab. Would it be in clues, perhaps? If we look at this thing... Crimson Crown, God's Name, Divinity, Gathering, Lucid One, blah 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 blah. Interesting, it says we're missing some pieces of some of these puzzles still. Interesting. Okay, I don't think it's that. So let's continue in documents then. It'll be in secrets, containment manual, key cards, those pieces, damaged recorder, that's the code to the safe. That's not the code we need here. It's not going to be in the posters, I don't think, right? It wouldn't be in the posters. Yeah, there's no data date there. That's LTE again, that there. Secrets or anomalies. Let's go to anomalies. Go for Stele? No, Oneros. We want Oneros. Description of Oneros. History? In the history? Is the date here? I don't see any date in this document, though. Record? There's an agent number on that record, but we're looking for a date, he said. A date. I don't see any date here. Description... I see no dates on this. History, Flanders, like, the date 19 redacted, July 17th, 19 redacted, which we found, it was 1986. That date redacted here is 86. 1986. But what's the day? Wait. It was July. What month is July, stream? June, July. August. August is the 8th month. 7th, 6th. June is 6th, 7th. July is the 7th month. Right? So would it be 0717? Wait, let's try this. Let's try this. Would it be, I don't know if it's month, day, year, or day, month, year. Let's try this. If we do 07171986. Damn. Okay, what about if it's day, month, year? 17071986. Okay, we're wrong. Okay, I thought that might be it. So it's not the date of the Oneros incident within the facility, it's the date of the Oneros incident, or not outside the facility, the one inside the facility, when it affected him and everyone else around. But when was that? Okay, not there, it's not in secrets, not in posters. It's not in the meeting minutes, I assume, then? Session here, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't see any dates in this at all. I don't see the date in here. I don't see the date in here. Not in the incidents? What do you think it is in? Squad ID, operation briefing, and objectives? No. Isn't Site 13 that one from that reality? Yes, it is. It's an SCP from another reality. It's SCP-1730. We are currently inside of it right now, and we are in the alternate reality that it got transported to. But then it's also got the Crimson Crown King in another reality, right? From the THRESHER server, with the black goo SCP monster thingy. It's not this document. Right now we're trying to find out the freaking document code. Bro. Collections? Mausoleum, Yin Yang, Giant's Heart. These are just our SCP things. These are different, I think. The Mausoleum isn't... The Mausoleum is this thing. It is a Steam game, yes. It just came out. It's called Escape Site 13. You can look it up. It's also in the description. It should be there. It's a new indie game that just released literally last week. It's only got, I think, like 2 Steam reviews so far, I think. Last I checked. I'll leave a review once I'm done the game. So far, I've enjoyed it. I didn't expect this much, like, lore and details in an indie game. So it's been really nice so far, honestly, and especially with, like, a Chinese one. The fact that the translations are pretty good. But again, I guess it is because the original script material is based on an English written lore SCP group. And so then they just took their own iteration and made it like Chinese. I still don't see any dates. Abstract. Is there a way to like search? If we go glossary, conceptual divinity, existential disturbance, spirit torrent. If we go to the spirit torrent, CCDA archive version 10.810. No. It's not that. The veil, cognitive resistance, mimetic anomalies. No, it's none of those. Multimedia, recording, preparation room. Okay, not that footage. Not this footage, I don't think. No, it wouldn't be that footage either. Oh my god, where the hell is the date for this thing? Peculiarities. Revelation. Oh my god, that's a lot of things. Neo Testament Revelation 8. This starts from... Oh my god, this goes from number 8 all the way up to number 13. Okay. Is there a date on any of these? I don't see any dates. These are all like the religious cult guys who are worshipping the Crimson Crown from the ulterior dimension. Or alternate dimension. There's no date on any of these. Glyphs. Those are the glyphs that I've already solved, each and every one of them, and what happened inside those glyphs. We don't care about any of that. Correspondences, maybe that? Response from... Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of them. Letter to Emerson, Director Emerson. Is there a date here? No, sincerely Harley Edmund. This is where he's talking about letting all the SCPs go free in the containment breach that we just read. It's not that one. Judah's handwritten note. Is it in Judah's handwritten note, the date? No, this is when he's going insane. Observation log 2. Again, if we can get a full date here, maybe it's the password? But this doesn't look like it. This doesn't look like it at all. Too much redacted. Page 1. Date and time. Nope. Still everything's redacted. And that's about another experiment. This is back to LTE Leech Boy. That's not what we're caring about. We're looking for stuff to do with the whale SCP in the Black Sea. Researcher's diary. No. Maybe I have to walk back through the room and find it. Judah's research. April 7th? That's not it either. I'm actually so confused. Andrew Ammons, maybe? When he was summoned to talk to the guy? When the GOC took them over? No. Chat log. Wait. May 4th, 1989? May 4th, 1989? May 4th, 1989. Maybe this one. What is May? What month is May? April, May? Which is... January, February, March, April, May. May is the 5th month? Is May 5th? I think it's May is the 5th month, right? I think. Which would be 05, 4, 05, 04, 1989. Or alternatively, it could be 04, 05, 1989. Maybe that's the code? We'll try that. We'll try that next. Let's see if this works. This could be it. All Papa Emerson's passwords are the same date. The day when the Leviathan was executed. When Martha's daddy vanished. When Harley forgot about her daughter. How do I not know this date? He's literally telling us that it's in 3 separate places. It's the date the Leviathan was executed, when Martha's daddy vanished, and when Harley forgot about her own daughter. He's literally telling us it 3 times. In plain words, the date of the incident, oneros. Yeah, I can't find it that easily. Okay, let's try 05, 04, 1989. Okay, let's try 0405 1989. Okay, it's definitely not that either. Alright. Let's read through the thing one more time to see if I can get the details. Oh wait, I have to X, not escape. Okay. Papa Emerson's thing. It's... Okay, I'm writing this down again. It is... the date of the execution of the Leviathan. It's Martha's daddy's vanish date. It is when Harley forgot about her daughter. Again, we have all these clues. We got them before a long time ago. In plain words, the date of Incident Oneros. Documents about Incident Oneros and the history of Site-13 all mention something about the whale. Man, this is... I don't remember it. Can we go back down here and see if there's another document that I can just pick up that'll just tell me? No, there's nothing. What if I go back to basement 11 and go to where the thing is that they killed the whale at? So I can check the incident date when they took out the whale, right? If we go back up, and we go to B11, real quick. It's gotta be in the documents somewhere, but I was looking through all the documents and I genuinely could not find it. We go up here. When Harley forgot about her daughter. Harley forgot about her daughter. I thought it was Martha who forgot about her daughter, though. Okay, B11. We go back through here. And we go back through here. And we go back up here. Actually, wait, what's over here? Okay, I can't go through there. Okay. Go in this. Then right here, we're at the dissected whale. Can we not see when this whale was dissected? This is where we got the information on it. There's no date saying when this thing's dissected in the background? No, nothing? Bruh, okay. So it has to be in the documents that we've collected. It has to be one of the documents we've collected has the information. And again, it has to be either the Martha's father vanishing date, when Harley forgets about her daughter, or the date of the execution of the Leviathan. If we watch the video document when Harley is taking... Is it Harley? I could have sworn it was Martha taking care of the worm creature guy. I could have sworn it wasn't Harley taking care of the worm creature. But is Harley Martha's daughter? Is that why it's that way? And then... No, but Harley forgets about her daughter, so... I'm so confused, bro. Actually, so confused about this. Hello, Jorkus. Welcome to the stream. Stream, if any of you figures it out, let me know. Jump that. Okay. Let's try documents. Again, I wish I could just search up the word Oneros and see where it comes up. Okay, if we watch this video again, E. Does she tell me the day? Okay, so it is Harley. But they say Hadley here? They say Hadley. But it was Harley in the typing, right? I'm not tripping, right? This is Hadley, but Harley was what they said it was. But this is Harley. And she did forget about her daughter. Yeah, Harley's the one who forgot about her daughter, and her daughter is Martha. Martha's the one that was really upset that her mom forgot about her. But what was the date? What was the date that this person, this woman, this lady, forgot her daughter? It doesn't show any, like, date or in the footage video. It just shows her talking. That doesn't make any sense, bro. And she gives the blood and stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna skip it. I don't think the video is gonna give us the date. But it has the area. Bro, what is it? Notes, not GOIs, Operation Briefing Objectives, no. Not Squad ID, GOIs, CERD, GOC, no. Shinrei, no. Occult of Scotland Yard, no. Institution of the Veil, no. Don't care about any of those. Squad ID, no. History of... Prior, Site-13 history, redacted. Again, the date isn't on this thing. This thing only gives year dates. And we tried, did we try? We tried July 17th, 1986, right? We did that. I literally did July 17th, 1986. I did that date and it came up false. Like there was no... Yet that is. For more details, please refer to Incident Oneros, SCP-52 redacted, aka Oneros the Whale. I could have sworn it would be July 17th, 1986. That would be the thing. Looks like you're stumped. I am, it seems. I could go to yesterday's stream and instantly switch to the thing. Swift, do you think it's 1989-05-04? True, it could be day. It could be the year first. I guess it could be year first. We could also try this one backwards then, in that sense, in that case. Okay, let's close this. Also, Swift, welcome to the stream. It could be year, month, day. You're right, it could be year, month, day. Okay, we'll try 1989-05-04. No, okay, let's try that one that was the one with the first one that I wanted to try. The first one was 171986, but we want to do it backwards now. And it was 07. So it would be 1986 0717. Are you fucking kidding me? It was the first date that I thought it was. It was just we put it in the wrong way. It's year, month, day. Swift, is that the way that Chinese do it? Is it year, month, day, the way the Chinese do it? Is that why you know that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That hurts me. Also, Swift, do you know what this says? Do you know what this says, Swift? What does this say here? I cannot read this at all. Can you translate for us live? We have live Swift translating here. Chinese people do year, month, day. Frickin' okay, dude. I went the Canadian way, which was day, month, year, and the American way, which is month, day, year. But I didn't do the Chinese way, which is year, month, day. Why do people have it different, man? Why can't we all just do day, month, year? I like day, month, year because it's the small number, the medium number, the big number. At least big number, small number, medium number is still nice and aesthetically appeasing. Again, the American way is stupid beyond belief of month, day, year, but like, oh my god. I think we can go forward like this. That's what he's saying? Okay. Alright, gotcha. Bro, I'm actually so annoyed that that's what screws me over, is the fricking settings of the which way the password's typed in. That's wild. Okay, so there's a bunch more of the Leech Boy here. Left or right? Let's go right first. A black room with photographs. Really? They're not going to give us any pictures to pick up here? There's no thing to pick up. And they also have a whole bunch of antique cameras. Like, look at that. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Well, moving forwards. What do we got here? Nothing else secret? Anything I'm missing? No, nothing. Alright. We go forwards. Nothing here. Okay. Oh ho ho ho! Welcome to the backstage! Keep your hands where they belong, mind you! I'm seeing a lot of experiment equipment, mostly non-functional. This used to be a lab of sorts. Okay, interesting. It used to be a lab here. A lot of pictures of something. There are several audio records on the table, or recorders on the table. Oh, now Bobble remembers! He used to record everything while he's at it. What's the point? He just enjoyed talking to himself. Oh, and the events that turned Papa Emerson into this beast? He should have everything documented, or should have documented everything, since the containment of the Leviathan. New document, Elliot Emerson's recorder. Elliot Emerson's recorder. The following is transcribed from Elliot Emerson's audio recording files. Entry 1. What day is it today? December 1986? What date was it? Forget it. Screw it. I don't even know why I'm making this recording. Maybe just to pity myself. Oh, Emerson, you poor guy. Am I expecting someone to say that to me? After I left Brown and went off on my own, I often can't tell the difference between dreams and reality. All through countless interrogations. Interrogations? Is that a word? I would say iterations is a word. Interrogations is a word. Define interrogations. Interrogations. The action of interrogating, or the process of being interrogated. So it's the process of being interrogated. Interrogate. Oh, okay. So interrogation. Oh, is it just interrogations? Is that actually how you spell interrogations? Yeah, I think they just mean interrogation, right? I think they mean interrogation here. All through countless interrogations, only the name Martha Edmond haunts my mind. I think I should see her in person. I can only do this much for him. Wait, what? For someone who doesn't exist? Please, you're just doing this for yourself. But they might actually exist, it's just they forgot about it. It is how you spell it? Yeah, like that. Yeah, indie games. Again, yeah, there are some... The main issues, like bugs in this game, tend to be typos for the most part, which makes sense since it's not their first language. Martha cried to me about her mother, Harley, not recognizing her about her father's Brown's disappearance. Brown. Yeah, Brown. His name was Brown. Damn it. It's like someone is cutting that name out of my brain with a dagger. So painful. Damn it. Brown, Jack, Booth, White. I remember again. Why? It makes no sense. I'm sure I've used Class A amnestics. The only stronger memory eraser than that is a bullet to the head. But why? Why? Entry 4. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Why? It's not me. Why won't it just leave me alone? Today I went to the meeting room for a regular meeting, and then I saw those dead people. They were standing against the wall, staring at me throughout the whole meeting. This isn't a dream, which means they are starting to invade reality. No, get out! Security! Entry 5. Why? Why are she and I the only survivors? What the hell? Why is it only me suffering from that whale's influence? Brown, every time I look at your daughter, I'm haunted by the nightmare again. When I see her unaware face, rage overtakes me and I find myself reaching out to strangle her. I almost killed her. No, I never wanted to do that. Maybe that's exactly why everyone calls me crazy. Yeah, maybe they're right. But I'll prove them all wrong. I'll send those anomalies to the mortuary, where they belong. I will take back the world for the sake of humanity. So maybe he wasn't trying to cause a containment breach. Maybe he genuinely was just literally going insane from the god thing trying to take over his mind. So because that SCP was trying to take over his mind and it was hurting him so much, he became basically, I hate all SCPs because this SCP is hurting me so badly, and then tried to kill all SCPs, I guess. Entry 6. The former O5 Council just doesn't get it. This isn't the era of the Foundation anymore. Their old methods of managing anomalies have clearly failed. They're the best evidence of that. Those approaches just don't work anymore. What the Foundation has been doing isn't compromise, it's appeasement. History has shown what happens when we waste resources on containment measures. If we keep following that old path, there won't be another coalition to save us, which is the general cult coalition that came in and saved them financially. Why can't they grasp the concept of necessary evil? What are they even trying to be humane to those anomalies, or why are they? No, it is what are they. It should be why are they even trying to be humane to those anomalies. Entry 7. Sounds of paper rustling. The recording starts under unusual circumstances. Thus, we should take note that after extensive cooperation between the Foundation and the Coalition, our agenda has shifted towards a more positive outlook. Specifically, yes, this involves engaging more actively in experiments with anomalous objects, a testament to the purpose of the Mortuary Protocol. Is the game free, Hank? No, it is not. Hello and welcome to the stream. I think it's like $20-something, I think. Villain origin story for this guy? Yes, 100%. He became a villain because of the changes that happened. You think I'll like the princess dress? No. The artwork should be funny, though. Yeah. Should be good. Indeed. Achieving unachievable goals. Challenging the unchallenged. These are undoubtedly central to the current ideology of the Foundation. With enough resolve, we can accomplish any objective. Which is why, without a doubt, we will meet our objectives. The recording pauses for several minutes. However, our goals, while ambitious, are not born of arrogance. We have climbed this high only to discover that this is not the summit we sought. We're deeply disappointed. But no matter, in this new era, we will find higher mountains to conquest and everything will fall into place. Wait, sorry, hold on a minute. No, wait, you are... How the hell are you here? Get out! Leave! Get out of my mind! Several loud bangs. The record abruptly ends. Either he fought, attacked something, bashed something, threw something against the wall, or shot himself. I don't know what level of bang it is. It depends on the audio level. Entry 8. Okay, so he didn't die then. Talking to Hella has really helped me feel a lot better. It's ironic, really. Of all the medications we got from the GOC, none was as effective as a simple conversation. But that's a good thing. It's time to turn the page, Emerson. I'm determined to push forward with the mortuary protocol and make this site better. Entry 9. This damn monster. Evolving itself by feeding on human blood. Sometimes I really wonder how much God must hate us to allow such creatures to exist. Harley Edmund, you better hope Hella's injury doesn't get worse. Harley Edmund is the one who's taking care of the blood-sucking monster, which is what he's talking about here, basically. $20 too much for you, at least? It is an indie game. They'll probably... What you do, basically, the rule of Steam game releases is you release it at a high price point that's at least 25% above the value of what the game would actually be. So that way, in the future, you can put it on either a 25% or a 50% sale, so you still make money and get a lot of people to purchase the game, but those who would really want to buy your game and really support it will buy it at the full price, and then the people who would want to wait for a bit will buy the game when it's on sale. That's basically kind of the overall rule for whenever you release an indie game, or even large-scale games do it too, where they basically increase the price at least like $5, $10, $15, or 25% to make it so that way you make good profit, but also are good for your people joining it, right? At least it's not what they're talking about. New game release is going to be $100 thanks to GTA 7. Or is it GTA... Is it 6 or 7? GTA 6, I mean. Wrong thing. It's Elder Scrolls 6 as well. It's going to be coming out. Both it's 6 on 6 on both. Anyways, entry 9. This damn monster... Oh yeah, we already read that. Okay, da-da-da-da. No, we only read the first part. I thought someone with your tenure here wouldn't be so naive, but now I'm going to help you out as an old friend and make you see that anomalies are just that. Anomalies, nothing more. Thanks to my success in handling that clown, the implementation of the mortuary protocol will be even smoother. So basically what's here on the 9th entry is when Harley Edmund, which is the mother of Martha Edmund, is being taken over by the vampire thing. He's trying to stop her from being taken over and brainwashed by the vampire thing to join them. And then, so, he's basically trying to be, like, brutal to it. Like, there really is no good guy in the story, and there really isn't really a villain, other than, I guess, the anomalies are kind of the villains that are controlling these people. Like, Bobble the Clown here, he's like, oh, well, I'm controlling the clown, but I'm working with it, and the implementation should make it easier to kill the SCPs. Like, they're all bad guys. There's no good guy. They're all just doing it with their own reasons in mind, right? Which I like stories like that, where there isn't, like, a set good guy or bad guy. Everyone's pursuing their own objectives that they believe is what's right, because that's how it really works in the real world for the most part. Entry 10. We're currently planning a new containment area at the site. Approved the construction, or I thought it was an exclamation mark. I approved the construction, but I had no idea it would be this massive. Dr. 666, a senior researcher named Andrew Ammons, oh my god, is Andrew Ammons a frickin' devil? Sought me out. He lost his head in an accident during his research on KTE 3737, the Bad Sea. But hey, the world is messed up enough. Even though he can't eat or speak, the nutritional supplements and voice devices from the GOC let him communicate like anyone else. Now he's asking for my approval to increase funding for a new containment area called Olympia. What? Andrew Ammons lost his head to the Bad Sea? But the guy said when he was in the cult and Andrew Ammons was looking across him, Andrew Ammons was like the one guy who was still lucid, I thought. But also still a part of the cult. Who is this Andrew Ammons guy? There's something to do with Andrew Ammons. He is still a big piece at play still that we have not figured out. This special containment area was a groundbreaking project dating back to the SCP Foundation era. If things progress well, this site may or might actually detain actual gods. Sure, I've heard of divinities, but these gods are supposed to possess genuine powers, so much that we can hardly neutralize them. I will carefully review his documents and data, and if it all checks out, we might just cage gods. So basically, Andrew Ammons used Director Emerson to try to cage the god, but Andrew Ammons is the minion of the god, basically, and was tricking the doctor. I think that's what's happening here. And so he's creating a facility to contain the god, but reality is a facility to bring the god into existence, I think, or into that reality from the 4th dimension. Entry 11. Martha Edmund. She reached out, hoping to join the Foundation as an engineer. I haven't seen her since. What has she gone through to end up a poker face like this? or end up having a poker face like this should be, is how that's written. How did she even learn about the Foundation? Just thinking about it is chilling. How did I make her endure these years as miserable as my own life? And yeah, so Martha, she found out about it from her mother, which was the Harley Edmund. Yeah. I know exactly what she wants. Her mother, Harley, works here. But if Harley acknowledges the existence of Martha, it might revive Oneros all over again. I have to make sure that the Leviathan stays dead in my own memory, and everyone else's. What should I do? Should I turn her down? Maybe I should talk to her, if she can strictly adhere to the rules I outline. So, again, the important thing here is when this whale thing was discovered and washed up on shore, everyone who saw it instantly thought of it and revered it as a god. And it didn't matter how many times. They literally nuked the thing and blew it up and destroyed its existence. They used reality-altering mimetics to try to erase it from existence. And the thing, what happened to it, basically, is every time it got destroyed, because of people's images of it in their heads, because they're worshipping it as a god, basically, their images in their minds recreated it into reality, which is what made it a god, because it's a god-altering creature, or reality-altering creature, which makes it a god, because of that reality. So what they had to do is create basically a mimetic field around the whale god, so that everyone would instantly all forget about the whale at the same time, kill the whale, and so while everyone forgot about the whale, they killed the whale, but left record logs saying, this thing is an SCP monster, it will control you, blah 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 blah. They dissected it, contained it inside of Site-13, this facility, placed it there, with the record saying, this is an SCP, even though they can't remember that's an SCP or what it does, it has the record saying, this is an SCP, it needs to remain dead, it controls people, it takes over their minds, makes them think that it's a god, blah 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 blah, don't do any of this stuff, here's the procedures, blah blah. They wrote that all out, then brainwashed everyone. And so they can't let anyone remember that it existed as a living thing, because if anyone remembers it existed as a living thing, it will bring it back to life and then take everyone over again. And so that's why Martha and Harley can't remember each other, because they remember each other through that whale thing, and so if they start remembering each other, then that's what will cause the whale to come back to life, I guess, or maybe they just have to memory wipe Harley because she's connected to the whale with Martha, but Martha can still remember Harley, but she was new and younger, I guess, so then she wasn't affected by the whale yet, something like that, basically, but that's why they can't remember each other, or aren't allowed to remember each other, basically. Entry 12. The construction of Olympia is proceeding very smoothly. Andrew Ammons wants his team to handle all research related to 4231, and Martha will oversee the relevant tasks. Other than some minor conflicts with colleagues outside her team, she's been trouble-free, which was caused by Bobble the Clown. He's the one that caused the conflicts. Excellent. I'll leave them in charge. All I need to do is ensure everything is running properly. But what really gratifies me, what really gratifies me is losing my memory of that damned Leviathan. I feel like everything is improving. Undoubtedly, this progress owes much to redirecting the pain we shouldn't have endured back to those damned creatures. If Olympia keeps advancing smoothly, I will achieve feats that were once unimaginable to the Coalition. So yeah, he literally is like, I got hurt so badly by SCPs that I want all SCPs to die. Doesn't matter if they're related to each other or not, basically, right? That's what he's doing. Entry 13. Noise of a bustling crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, please hear me out. I can hardly believe that we humans once knelt before such things. Ooh, goes the crowd. What did they ever bring us anyway? From today forward, we are our own gods. We control our own destiny. Even louder cheers. Woo. Entry 14. What we had contained was not the entity behind the bad sea. They were just attracted here, seduced by the horrifying void and the beings beyond it. I'm beginning to realize that this isn't as straightforward as it seemed, but I still helped Andrew Ammons. I looked the other way concerning their deeds, until it was far too late. Yeah, so now he's realizing he was manipulated by Andrew Ammons, who's trying to summon his evil god that he worships, basically, in his cult. As Judah Hermes once put it, what I've been doing is akin to live sacrifice. I genuinely considered using this avenue to retaliate against the Coalition, against this damned world. So he was also trying to retaliate against the Coalition taking them over from before. So it's a mix of things. He wanted to retaliate against the SCPs, for them hurting him. He wanted to retaliate against the Coalition, the GOC, because of their takeover, and he also wanted to retaliate against the world because he's just pissed off and hates his life, I guess. He's depressed. But in the end, I really believed I was doing this for the greater good of this site, for humanity. Andrew Ammons had realized this long before. In the end, my actions were merely wishful thinking, or perhaps just making a fool of myself. Indeed, he was making a fool of himself, 100%. And so this all comes down to Andrew Ammons and what the frick he did with this new SCP monster, godlike creature from an alternate dimension. from the void beyond in the dark sea. LTE 9788, Flanders Bosch, Pygmalion Cetus. Archive of the Physical Division 1/2, or 1-2. LTE-9788, First Neutralizing Attempt Survivor Interview, Video Record, Text Transcripts 01. Note, this record has been revised and reconstructed after the event. Interviewees, Elliot Emerson, hereinafter referred to as EE, or E. Operation Participant, further observation required. Bill Levin, hereinafter referred to as BL, Boy Love. New Operation Commander, Dustin DuBois, hereinafter referred to as DD, Double D. Existential Disturbance, these are all fantastic, oh my god. Resistance Advisor, former field commander, and, former field commander of Project Ichabod? Other personnel, Hella Dulac, hereinafter referred to as HD, a psychologist. All of these are fantastic acronyms. Background brief. An anomalous sea creature with abilities to trigger existential disturbance was stranded on the beach of Santa Monica, California, causing a veil breach and an existential disturbance hazard. I feel like we've read this before, actually, now that I think of it. Maybe not. Because we did read some stuff about the whale. Wait, let me scroll through just a bit, just to see if we have read this before. No, we haven't. This is the logs of what happened, versus what we read before was the overall event thing, not the exact interview logs between the people in it, right? So this is new stuff, technically. Okay. An anomalous sea creature with abilities to trigger existential disturbance was stranded on the beach of Santa Monica, California, causing a veil breach and an existential disturbance hazard. Former Foundation Special Task Force member and anomaly countermeasure expert Elliot Emerson was ordered to enter the temporary containment area to conduct invasive checks and execution attempt. The mission was to investigate the entity's anomalous nature, halt the spread of its effects, and attempt to neutralize it. The operation was ultimately unsuccessful, leaving Emerson with numerous minor injuries and severe psychological trauma. Record date redacted 1997. Recording begins. Temp Site 01, California Psychological Consultation Room. Emerson is sitting on a couch on the left side of the room, seemingly weakened. Hella sits at a desk in the corner of the room. The two Coalition officials sit in two wooden chairs on the right, separated by a wooden low table. Maintaining appropriate distance. Nice. Icy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Let's go. Welcome, Icy. We're trying to finish the game tonight. I'm gaming until we finish it. Hello, Glarf. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Hello, Tech. Welcome to the stream. Tech Diff, welcome. Alright, BL. Hello, Agent. How are you feeling? E. Silent, his face pale. HD. Don't be nervous, Mr. Emerson. This isn't about assigning blame. BL. That's right. There's no need to be on edge. We understand that you're not in a stable frame of mind right now, and don't want to provoke that. We're just here to have a simple chat. Yeah, there might be some inconsistencies or unclear details in your report that we need to talk about. We hope this isn't too much pressure for you. E. Brief silence. What issues are we talking about? I could just call him Emerson, honestly, instead of E. DD. Those events you claimed happened, but the Coalition didn't observe or couldn't verify. BL. Sound of a thick stack of papers tapping on the table. You mentioned in the report that the initial execution attempt involved you and several team members, even multiple squads. Emerson. Yes, that's correct. BL. But you should be aware that the Coalition had sent only you to carry out the first operation. The other team members you mentioned in your report, such as Brown 88420361/728, does not exist. But that's because Brown got the reality wiped from everyone's memories. BL pauses. Of course, this in itself violates many Coalition regulations and contradicts the basic modern code green extermination strategic principles. The Internal Affairs is still investigating how this decision was passed, considering that the true nature of the entity hasn't been fully explored. We hope to get more information from you for further analysis. DD. Regarding such unusual personnel dispatch, the initial drafting of the plan was explained this way. For the initial test, resources should be conserved, the risk of personnel loss reduced, and our level of threat masked from the entity. Very vague reasons, considering the urgency of the Veil security. These minor details should not be of concern. If history has not been tampered with, it only means that the person responsible for the operation at the time needs to be held accountable. BL. Soft cough signaling DD to stop. What the truth is, what the truth is still requires a more in-depth examination. We need you to describe the situation again, from the perspective of someone directly involved, as detailed as possible. We'll take responsibility for distinguishing what might be tampered facts from what might be hallucinations that you experienced. We might raise questions, but only concerning the events themselves, not doubting your intentions or credibility. Please do understand. Dee, slightly shaking his head. Emerson, with a brief silence. We were supposed to carry several heavy firearms, divided into 2 firepower teams, to enter the controlled containment area. One team was the feint team, mainly responsible for attracting and restraining the entity's attention, and the other was the ambush team, mainly in charge of launching a critical attack from a distance wherein the entity was distracted. During the drafting of the plan, it was also proposed that there would be a squad approaching the entity from the sea to form a pincer movement with us, completing 2 independent ambushes, but during the operation, I never saw any trace of that squad. BL. All this matches your previous report, a standard code green feint/ambush strategy. This execution plan should have been adopted, and the number of personnel involved sounds right. Very well, Agent, please continue. Hello, Enrique, welcome to the stream, welcome. Emerson, I was in the feint team, along with other agents, Brown and Booth. Brown was our squad leader. After the operation started, we crossed the blockade, drove the infantry vehicle toward the entity from the front, and began our attack. BL, the report mentioned this point. You were the first to attack, right? Emerson, frowning, thinking, somewhat confused. It was me. I used the vehicle-mounted heavy machine gun to target the entity's head. Bullets caliber 12.7 millimeters. BL, given the conditions at the time, how effective was the damage on the target visually? Emerson remained silent. Then said, I saw the entity's scrawny flesh being torn and mashed into a pulp by thousands of supersonic slugs. The whale-like entity actually bloated as I poured more lead into it. I could smell the acrid scent of unburnt gunpowder from the ejected casings, and I could hear the mechanical groans of the machine as it discharged, each sound like a cry of distress. The sensation of warm, humid mist brushed across my face, leaving droplets that mingled with the imagined scent of blood, filling the air with a metallic tang. My senses were overwhelmed, not just with the physical stimuli, but with a poignant sorrow, as if every sense was mourning the violence unfolding. Then I suddenly opened my eyes. He remained silent for a second. Yes, it was just a dream. I was dreaming at that moment I was about to shoot. Despite it being filled with surreal imagery and enveloped in hazy steam, I had not realized it at all. When I came to my senses, I hadn't even pulled the trigger. BL is stunned. You, DD says, in a brief silence. Was it a non-adaptive daydream? Where were you? It should be were you? Where you were? Oh my god, I'm tripping here. Was it a non-adaptive daydream? Where you were involuntarily giving hallucinations while awake? BL, turning to Hella. Does Mr. Emerson have a history of compulsive fantasy disorder or delusional disorder? HD, no. Also, to be precise, compulsive fantasies, delusional disorder, and hallucinations are 3 different concepts. He looks at Emerson. But Mr. Emerson's condition is complex. It's hard to determine whether he was experiencing complete hallucinations or compulsive fantasies. DD says, it's certain the entity had noticed you by then and began interfering. Emerson says, you're right. The breach environment underwent rapid changes. First, there was, for lack of a better word, a tsunami. The shoreline advanced several dozen feet within moments. Fortunately, the infantry vehicle provided by the coalition was amphibious, allowing us to not only maintain our speed, but actually accelerate towards the stranded entity. Because yeah, it was literally beached. But then I guess it caused a mental image of a tsunami happening, basically. Hello, Origami, welcome to the stream. BL, flipping through papers. In your previous report, you described strong winds and heavy rainfall followed, with a rapid decrease in light, almost mimicking nighttime conditions. Are you suggesting a tropical cyclone spontaneously formed along the California coast? We have no records of forecasts of such an event. Typically, the effects induced by the entity have been mild and non-disruptive. We've never encountered anything of this magnitude or severity before. DD says, it's evident that the entity intentionally induced those variances in effects, a direct retaliation against the coalition. He pauses to look at Emerson. Agent Emerson, you seem to have more to share. Emerson, very pale, says, It wasn't targeting the Coalition. It was targeting me. BL asks, what makes you say that? Emerson responds, I've had severe hydrophobia and nyctophobia before. Interesting. So he's scared of drowning, and he's scared of the very dark nighttime spookiness, I guess? And so the whale replicated his fears to scare him and make him not attack it, basically. That's wild. And it makes sense for a super whale god that can control what you think inside of your brain, basically. LTE 9788, Flanders Bosch Pygmalion Cetus, Archive of the Physical Division, 2 out of 2. Nyctophobia? I'm pretty sure that's fear of the night. I can look it up, though. Define nyctophobia. Nyctophobia, extreme or irrational fear of the night or darkness. I was right, yeah, see? Basically, I'll only usually look up the words if I genuinely cannot figure out what it means. If I can guess on context clues, then I'll just basically describe it to you in the summary that I give after each reading of the documentation, basically, or throughout the documentation. But yeah, it's literally a fear of the night and the dark, which, honestly, valid. Again, humans will have a lot of fears of, like, the unknown. Like, I still fear deep waters more than the night, because again, in the night darkness and not seeing your enemies, at least you can still move your body and defend yourself. In the ocean or in deep waters where you can't see your enemies or some monster, the water restrains your movements. You can't properly fight. It's like being in a dream where you're running in slow motion. The water literally forces you into slow motion. You can't actually fight and defend yourself. And that's why I think water is way more terrifying and deep sea creatures way more terrifying to fight. Hello Mozoic, welcome to the stream. You missed the first 3 episodes, but you hope that you're doing alright? Hell yeah, Mazook. Well, don't worry. You can dive right into the ending with us and clearly not spoil everything for yourself, clearly. I'm making sure to timestamp every single stream so it's easier to get through them. Basically, out of, like, probably the 12 hours of footage that's going to be this set of streams, it's probably easily cut down with the timestamps cut down to, like, 9 hours. And then with lore summaries and skipping through, you can probably watch the entire thing in, like, 4 hours. Again, a speedrun of this game, you could probably do it, I think, within 2 hours. You could speedrun the entire game. If you just memorize every code that you need to do, every direction you need to go in, and not collect every single document for 100% achievements, basically. Yeah. Hopefully Ziardran at some point. For sure, for sure. Alright. Back to this. HD, looking through the files. True, but Mr. Emerson was cursed. Or, no, my bad. But Mr. Emerson was cured of those fears 7 years ago, well before his enlistment. His performance in the Navy has been exemplary ever since, so he got over his fears. Emerson shakes his head. No, that's not it. I understood when we entered that rain. I had never fully cured. I'd only put that fear away. He was confused. That rain on the beach, it was just like the stormy night 14 years ago that took my parents. Identical in every single way. HD responds, Mr. Emerson, keep calm. You might be experiencing strong deja vu due to similar conditions. Emerson replies, it's not possible. I recognized it immediately. I've relived that night in my dreams for 7 years. How could I not know it? So the whale not only used his fears, it used his traumatic fears when his parents were killed to scare him off, to stop him from attacking it. BL. So the entity accessed and manifested your deepest fears? DD remains pensively silent. Emerson responds, it wasn't just mine. After my initial attack failed, Booth, who was driving, supposedly fired armor-piercing shells at the entity, or so we all believed. What followed wasn't an explosion, but a swarm of horrors. BL responds, oh, sifting through the papers, scrutinizing, referring to the entities with the aerial agility capable of causing slashing injuries, resembling small to medium-sized weasels? Reported earlier, I thought he was going to say insects. Reported earlier, were these attacks orchestrated by the entity? Emerson responds, after a brief silence, they represent a Japanese mythological being, the Kamachi, or Kamitachi? The Kamitachi, known for slicing travelers' skin with winds. It was Booth's deep-seated fear. He grew up in Japan. The Kamitachi was his first brush with mythical creatures, shared among us in a childhood tale, enabling us to quickly identify these creatures. DD replies, your report highlighted these entities were responsible for Booth's death and the destruction of a coalition infantry vehicle. Could you delve deeper into how that occurred, specifically detailing the casualties and damages? Emerson holds back, visibly stressed. Emerson struggles with erratic breathing, clenching fists, breaks out in sweat. This is also another typo, it seems. HD replies, quickly approaches or Emerson. Relax, Mr. Emerson. Start by loosening your right hand. Remember the procedure? Bend your arm slightly. Good. Now take a deep breath. Emerson complies. HD responds, close your eyes, as he moves closer, supporting his back. Well done. Now cross your arms, wrinkle your nose, clench your teeth, press your tongue against your palate. Remember these words and repeat them mentally. I am safe now. This is a coalition site. I am out of harm's way. Got it? Again. I am safe now. This is a coalition site. I am out of harm's way. Excellent. Now ease back to normal breathing. Emerson follows the instructions and slowly calms down. HD to DD. Please be mindful around my patient. DD. Understood. BL. How are you feeling now, Agent Emerson? Emerson responds after a lengthy pause. They ambushed us from the storm, striking just as their forms became visible, crashing against the vehicle. The supposedly bulletproof windshield shattered instantly. Control was lost. Booth was hit first, his skull dissected by the Kamatachi. They poured in. I was splattered with his blood, brain matter, and shattered bits of his skull and helmet. DD responds, I had thought they merely capable of skin lacerations. BL. It appears the entities derived was not literal Kamatachi, but a customized variation to reflect the personal fears of those present. Emerson. Before I could react, Brown fired at the creatures, saving my life. The creatures, momentarily disoriented by the attack, recoiled, but our resistance enraged them. They aggressively dismantled our vehicle. The vehicle was torn apart, thrown about in the waves, and Brown and I were thrown clear of the wreckage. I blacked out next. When I woke up, Brown was carrying me away from the swarm, overcoming obstacles in our path, trying to get to safety. BL, do you remember or can you guess what happened while you were unconscious? How Brown managed to escape with you? Emerson responds, I can't really recall, though Brown gave me a brief run-through later. DD, flipping through papers again. You didn't report this. Were you hiding it? Why? BL, Dussin, that's not fair. I feel like that's another typo. Emerson responds after a brief pause. Because I'm not sure if it was real or a dream. DD, go on. Emerson, Brown said the creatures vanished once I was out. The storm continued, and the beach was submerged. Realizing our situation was hopeless, he decided we had to make a break for it. As we prepared to retreat, radio transmissions from what appeared to be our ambush squad cackled through. They claimed they would draw the entity's attention to give us a window to escape. As Brown frantically tried to recall them, seeing the futility of any direct conflict, we saw rockets shot from behind, a distant rock formation, trailing fire. But as the missiles ascended against the dark sky, their trajectories blurred, overlapping until they faded away like evaporating vapor, as if they were nothing more than illusions. They never really existed. Brown tried to order them to withdraw, but found no life signs and no one responded. Those distant rocks became their tomb. DD. It appears retaliating triggered these attacks, transforming real wounds into imaginary scenarios. We may need to test automated attacks next. That's actually fair. If there's an entity that basically takes your reality and messes with it when you're attacking it, why not just use drones and like robots basically to attack it basically, right? Like set up like a turret or shoot. Yeah, like you just don't have a human controlling it. Still at the same time though, it's still reality bends. It's a reality bending being. I still think it could probably bend the reality and save itself. Emerson responds, when Brown told me this, I was lost. When did we have an ambush squad? He clutches his head in pain. Those people who died, who were they? Jack? White? Booth? Did I even know them? How did they live? How did they die? Why this endless storm? This endless sea? Why am I still here stranded in this water? So it's messing with his memory completely. HD grasps Emerson's shoulder. Stop, Mr. Emerson. You're being influenced by leftover effects of the anomaly. These aren't your true thoughts and memories. Yet they are. His people did die. DD. And then what happened? Why didn't Brown come back with you? Though the reason why he needs to forget, though, remember, is the fact that if you remember the people that the whale makes you try to forget, the whale takes you over. Like, your brain gets taken over. So you're supposed to forget the people fully, even though it creates a void in you, which then still lets the whale kind of take you over, and it makes you try to, like, fill in that void of the people that you lost. But if you do remember the people, then you die, basically. The whale takes you. And if you don't, then you're just permanently traumatized and have a piece of you missing because you're missing those people and that reality and that memory of them, basically. Especially if they're close to you. Close friends, family, whatever. DD, and then what happened? Why didn't Brown come back with you? Let's get to the heart of the matter. You're the sole survivor. Your team, including Brown, who was with you till the end, turned into mere dreams. You've never clarified why you alone escaped, or what happened to him in those final moments. Your evaluation was cut short because they said you were too distressed to continue, which left us with gaps. What happened after that? In past therapy sessions, you've shut down whenever this comes up, refusing to speak despite pressure. Why the reluctance? Did you do something to him? Emerson remains pale and silent. HD, enough! Mr. Dubois, this isn't an interrogation. What are you trying to do? Break him down again? This interference is unacceptable. I won't let you continue. HD is the doctor, clearly helping take care of him. DD, the peril we face looms over us all, Hala. As a member of the Coalition, it's our duty to resolve issues promptly. This applies to you, Agent Emerson, as well. Emerson breathes faster, looking down and staying silent. DD, well, if this is all we're getting, we end it here. But remember, delaying could cost us dearly. You have a nice day. The sound of the chair being moved and footsteps were fading away. BL, Dr. Dulac, since that's how it stands, please ensure Agent Emerson receives proper care. HD, this session's over, Mr. Emerson. Let's get you back to your ward. No need to speak if you don't want to. You've done nothing wrong. Emerson remains silent, and then says, Doctor, it was me. I left him behind. HD replies, what? Emerson, sobbing. As we struggled through the endless water, I heard the ocean whispering. Our plight was a reckoning for what we'd done. An unearned cruelty now returned. I looked at Brown, and he at me. Our eyes asking for understanding, promising for forgiveness. It's all about sins and consequences. This whole terrible event needed someone to live and tell the tale. I looked at Brown. He looked back at me. Our eyes said it all, you know. That mix of begging, promising, forgiving. He let me go, nudged me back to the water, gave my shoulder a pat, and watched me move off into the distance. I just took the life he handed me without a fuss, even shed some fake tears, babbling about taking care of his daughter. Poor Martha. Oh my god, it was Brown. I forgot. Brown was the father of Martha. Oh my god, and Brown is the husband to, what's her name? The other one, the mother of Martha. Harley, yeah. Oh my god. So Brown sacrificed himself for Emerson, and then Emerson's depressed about that. But I never had the guts to meet that poor girl, left behind by her dad and forgotten by her mom. Dude, okay, no, that is such a shitty person thing to do. Imagine, you're like a soldier, basically. You and your bro fight an unstoppable force. Your bro sacrifices himself so that you get to live and tell the tale. And you promise to him, in his moments of him sacrificing himself, that you will go to his daughter and take care of her. Then after you get out of the conflict zone, and he, your brother in arms, died, you then are too scared to go back to the guy's wife and daughter that you promised him you would go and see and take care of, and say, oh, no, I can't. I'm, like, too traumatized, you know? Like, I can't go take care of them and keep my promise. That is such a dick move. Like, Brown should have lived instead. Emerson should have died. But, of course, it usually is the good person sacrifices themselves and the bad person, the selfish person, lives. It's why, if you're a good person, genuinely, be selfish. Take care of yourself. You should still be your number one. It's okay to risk your life. It's okay to sacrifice yourself. But at the end of the day, don't put all your faith and trust in another person. The only person you can trust 100% is yourself. And you should still put yourself first. Like, risk yourself, risk your life to save the others, but you can't believe in another person 100%. The only person you can truly believe in is yourself. Now, you should still, of course, put your trust and faith in other people still, but, like, don't do it to the point where you lose yourself. And don't let yourself die for no apparent reason. Because, again, there's people like Emerson who exist. Like he said, he was basically giving fake tears, crocodile tears, when they broke apart, to try to, like, help Brown be convinced that he should be the one to let live and go. You should totally let him... Do I trust you with my life? You should totally let me die? Nah. The thing is, okay, I will still, of course, try to protect myself and the people I care about, but at the end of the day, like, I'll still also try to save people, right? If it's just risking my life for someone, then I'll do it. Like, say if it's a kid in a burning building. I'm okay running into the burning building, risking my life to save that kid. If it's, though, like, if it's someone fell on the train tracks, a train's coming... Like, it's coming, I won't be able to get that person off the tracks in time to save their life. But if I jump on the tracks, I could potentially roll under the tracks with them potentially, like I can't really save them, but maybe ish, kind of, not really, but I'll probably kill myself, I wouldn't go for that one. I wouldn't save that one, right? There's a difference. If there's a decent chance of me surviving and I can save the person, I'll go for it. But if it's gonna be almost a guarantee I die with them, then that's just a waste of life, because I'm wasting my life with the other person's life. That's not saving anyone. That's just causing more harm than good, right? I'll try to like balance that in the second and then make the jump for it, basically. You're just trying to be funny? Yeah, I know. I just respond to things seriously usually. Blah 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 blah. Emerson, I wasn't far away when Brown waved at me, but then those creatures, the Kamatachi, they overwhelmed him. I couldn't see him anymore, just gun flashes and echoing shots in the storm. He fought because he wanted to live, to save me, giving me that chance. And what did I do? Nothing. I didn't listen to his last wishes, never prayed for his safety, didn't even dare to watch until the end. Like a guilty kid, I turned away and just ran off, blank and numb, leaving it all behind me. The whale has cursed me. I'm doomed, like a puppet that can't turn back into a boy. Eventually, I'll forget Brown, Booth, Jack, and White, just like you will. But their angry spirits will keep haunting my dreams every night, and I'll keep waking up in despair, forgetting why I'm even suffering. Yeah, we're never going to have peace or a good end. The record's end. Honestly, he doesn't deserve peace or a good ending, but man, what a shitty guy, bro. Like, oh my god, that's like the worst bro to have in a military conflict of any sort. Interview conclusions/recommendations. DD. Looks like the entity's ability to motivate is connected to how brains make up stories that turn real events into tales. We should try testing how well non-sentient units that can't make up stories perform against this entity. BL. Emerson's got really bad trauma and delusions. He needs a team of therapists around him. How did Emerson go from this insano nutjob who's suffering and traumatized to the literal leader of Site-13? Like, who in their right mind put him in charge of Site-13? Like, that's actually crazy, that if he's this messed up from the thing, that he then gets to stay in charge of Site-13, or gets to be in charge of Site-13? I guess Andrew Ammons is a little bit involved with that because of his cult group trying to revive the other god, or bring the other god from an alternate dimension, and so maybe he helps Emerson get into power because he knows Emerson's easy to manipulate, but I'm pretty sure Emerson was already in power and then got manipulated. But that's just crazy that they gave him power at all. Like, he should not be in a position of power. You don't put someone mentally unwell in a position of power ever. They will either end up hurting themselves, others, or both. Scalpels encased in caked old blood. There's a suffocating stench in the room. Okay, so this is like a dissection table. Maybe they dissected one of the bodies of people. Before diving into action, I should take a moment to think things through. What bothers me most right now is... Before diving into action, I should take a moment to think things through. What bothers me most right now is... Emerson hated anomalies so much because of a nightmarish experience. The issue was briefly patched up by a therapist, then flared up again after an accident at Site-13. Okay, so a nightmarish experience. Would that be casualties? Then an accident at the site? Would that be this? No. Would it be casualties then threat? Casualties then facilities. Casualties then environment. Nightmarish experience. I feel like nightmarish experience would be the casualties thing, right? Yeah, the Onoro strike team vanishing in dreams. I feel like it has to be casualties plus something. Casualties plus reveal? Yes, it is. Casualties plus reveal. I knew it. It had to be casualties. It had no. It had to be casualties, then plus reveal. Hello, Space. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Maybe he got better afterwards. Like they said he got better momentarily, like partially for a while, because of the therapists, and then he relapsed when an accident happened at Site-13, which I think was when the cult came in, basically, and messed with everything. I see. The answer is as clear as day. Emerson hated anomalies for two reasons. One, oh, bro, let me read the thing. Why did it, bro, I hate when this game lets you read some things and then quickly moves text away from the other things. Like, that's just so annoying to me. Not Judah Hermes, not Elliot Emerson, not Andrew Ammons. Where's the answer that I just got? I want Is it down here now? No, this is due to Hermes. Where's... Bro. They can't just do me like that and not let me read the final answer. You can't just not let me read the final answer. Where is it? Researcher Andrew, no. Religion, not Judah. Where is Leech Boy, Harley, Oneros? Head of Site 13, Emerson. This guy. Here. Okay, we should be able to find it. No, this is just his file. This is just talking about him. Wow, I have no clue. Revelation? Would that be the thing? No. I have no clue where they sent it. I'm annoyed that they didn't let me read through that answer. But it's fine. It's whatever. Basically, it's just talking about how Emerson, he was traumatized, and that's why it led to all this stuff happening in the facility. A crowd of people scrammed into this space to seek shelter, only to make the room a mass grave, an oversized coffin. Alright, we're about to see a lot of dead bodies. Yeah, look how many dead bodies there are inside that room, and then they're trying to get out as they died. It's like a freezer room. It was a cold room. They froze to death? That's crazy. Jump the stairs! Haha. Speedrun tech. Okay, I can't go forwards more over here. We have to go upstairs. Notice, incinerator stop. So this is where the incinerator is. Can we go back this way? No, okay, I can't go back that way. We have to go forwards then. Warning. Hot surface. Incinerator. So yeah, we're heading towards the incinerator where they burned all the SCPs at. That's where we're heading to right now. Body pit access below. Well, that's definitely not creepy at all. We're heading down there. This is the end of the road. What now? Now you jump? Bobble means it? Come on now, jump! You won't die. I'll trust it for this once. Oh, wow, wow. Why didn't I climb down that ladder and then drop? Okay, if you see a pit, instead of throwing yourself down the pit, you can at least lower yourself over the ledge and then drop, because that gives you the highest odds of not hitting the ground at top speeds and hurting yourself really badly. If it's not a super big fall, that gives you like the best odds of survival. Don't throw yourself off a pit, you let yourself down gently off a pit. Ah, wow, we survived. You call this a shortcut? Okay, great. Let's not die. Okay. Go over here now. Do I have to jump over to that one, or should I try to go down to the one below me? I feel like I can do a little forwards backwards moment. Nope, I can't. Wow. Wow, okay. Alright, we'll go to the other side then. There. Let's try jumping across. What happened to his ability to grab onto ledges, bro? It's definitely you have to jump across for that. Maybe I just didn't get enough of a running start. Yeah! Okay, there we go. Yeah, you just need a bit of more of a running start. Would that jump over here kill me and this one won't? I think I have to go to the right. But there's a thing to the left that I could read. I want to read the thing to the left. Okay, that won't kill me. Okay. There's something here that I can read. What is this? In the corner is a charred corpse. Judging by the posture, he was burned alive. Probably one of the SCPs, like humanoid SCPs. Okay, jump back up here. Drop here. Check below us. Okay. I kind of wanted to check out what's over here on the right-hand side. I don't think I can make that jump, though. I think I have to drop down here. Never mind, that just kills me flat out. Okay, cool. Maybe I can't make that other jump then. Oh, I didn't mean to make that. Oh, wow, that didn't kill me. Wow, okay, cool. Don't know why that time that didn't kill me. Cool. Okay, drop here. Then I guess running jump across? Onto that one? Wow, how the hell did he grab that ledge that well? Holy hell. Can I climb back up here to see if there's something over here that I can read? Nothing? Can I walk all the way over? Okay, I can. So there's no secrets over here. Let's go back this way then. Okay, so from here, we have to jump onto this one down here. Alright, nice. Okay. Then we just run across to this one. Nice. Run across to this one. Nice. Just walk off the edge for this one. Nice. And then that should be all the way down. We should be good. Charred residuals have been accumulating and fermenting at the bottom of this pit for ages. The stench is beyond what's physically possible. Yeah, it would be disgusting. Imagine the smell of maybe thousands? I was gonna say hundreds, but maybe thousands of SCP's rotting corpses burned and charred, like rotten burning corpses, and Oh, that's just the worst smell imaginable, basically. Can I just walk along this? Okay, I can walk along this. So we can't go to the left, so we go to the right then. The right also doesn't look safe. Am I in the frickin' pipe? Wait, no, let me go back to the left-hand side. I didn't know that would take me all the way through. What if there's a secret back at the left-hand side of the pipe? I hate when the game does this and forces me to the next area without showing me the secrets, potentially. The fans are still turning. Whatever uses these giant fans for cooling must be enormous. Yup, the Thresher server is just up ahead! Can I go back? No, the screen just turns blue if I start going back. Wow. Definitely not a glitch there at all for me running backwards. Okay. Fine. Oh, reality distortion. You can't run too fast. Otherwise, what happens when you reality distort like this? It will literally just kill us because our reality breaks too hard. What do we have here? Oh man, I didn't even get to go to the end of that hallway. Frick, now I missed everything at the end of the hallway too. Bro, really? What do I throw myself in the void? Ha! Ha! No, I can't. Okay, cool. Oh, second door. No, you won't let me go through this door either? Alright, well, stream up to the gate of death. La la la. You know, just a nice light jog up to our most likely death right here. La dee 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 da. We're probably dead in a second. Oh wow, that is a bigger server than I thought. Holy. I guess it is a space-time transporting thing. Journey's end. Thus ends the journey of the fool, and a god is born. A rather undecorated chamber, littered with debris, and a fucking massive supercomputer that can transform reality and dimensionally shift. The server is like a behemoth, taking up much of the chamber and showing off its might with deafening roars. That giant cooling system was designed for this thing? The event image has been updated. Can I mess with the computer? Beep boop, beep boop. I can mess with the computer. Alrighty, let's shut down the server! What happens if I press the restart button? Oh, just the same old thing! Shut down or restart, Bobble doesn't care! There's a chance that a reboot might throw the entire site into another dimension. That would explain its sudden appearance in my reality. Actually throwing it into a dimensional trash can would solve all our problems. Can I back out? I can't back out. I can't check the rest of this room. Bro, let me check the rest of the room. What if, wait. Oh, you can't even return to save point! It's either continue or return to title screen. Which would set us back to the, wait, if we return to title screen, it'll set us back to the save point, I think. I also don't want to risk it though. Okay. Oh, restart or shut down, man. Restart will probably take us to an alternate dimension, and that would sacrifice us and kill us, but save our world. Shut down will shut down the server, but risk our world and our dimension, but it gives us a chance at surviving. And since we decided we'd try to play the route with us surviving, we are going to shut it down. Here we go. Is this it? The end? Good job! Thank you for doing all of this, Apex! The big baby is lurking nearby. Bobble doesn't want to be caught. So let's part ways. Ciao! We are gonna see each other again real soon. The big baby is nearby. I don't like the sound of that. Uh-oh, black seawaters are dripping around us. I can't move right now. Stream, I can't move. Yeah, black seawater's dripping, bro. We're about to get flooded by the black sea creature monster god thing. Oh, a person. He ran to run. And he's a flamethrower. Yo, epic, awesome, cool. What happens if I run to the right instead of to the left? Let me run to the right. Who the hell is this guy? Where the frick did this guy come from? No, let me go back. Let me go back. What if there's secrets I missed? What if there's secrets I missed? No! No, this is a cutscene. It's forcing me to run. Bro. They're forcing me to run. Alright. Alright. It's go time, baby. Who are you? Irantu, this should be a safe spot. Thank you, but why are you helping me? I don't believe in altruism, especially in this damned place. Correct and reasonable. This one has observed your actions and deemed you trustworthy. We should make a deal, a trade, a transaction for the betterment of both sides. This one will travel with you to keep you safe. Is he like a robot, bro? In exchange, upon successful escape, you must take this one to your organization for repair and maintenance. Oh, he is a cyborg. Cool. Not so fast. Before that, I need to know who you are. This one is known as Urantu, member of the SCP Foundation's Tau 5 Motorized Special Force, Samsara, or so it seems. The Foundation, one of the site's owners? Did they send you in to explore what's left of Site 13? Affirmative. You look like Asian. Imagine being said, you look like Asian, and your equipment does not match any organizations in this one's database. You look like Asian is crazy. Like, you could say you look Asian, but you look like Asian is crazy. No grammar or anything. Codename Apex, leader of Squad 22 Ridge of the collection, based in China. Nice to meet you. Just in case you're not aware yet, in our reality, there has never been any organization by the name of SCP Foundation. That being the case, I accept your deal nonetheless. Deal made. This one's memories are incomplete, but there should be an elevator going outside just up ahead. The THRESHER server has been powered off. We must leave before the space collapses. However, this one's body is only partially functional. Will you scout ahead? Not a problem. Wait. No weapon detected on you, and your body is fragile. An idea. Take the meme shield from this one. Thank you, but no need. Connection re-established. Spatial distortion rapidly abating. Building structural integrity critical. Contacted HQ for reinforcement. We don't have much time left. Let's check out the escape route now. Affirmative. I will provide guidance. Bro just took a seat. What? Bro, wait, you're just gonna sit down? We're freaking panicking and the place is about to literally reality distort out of existence and you're freaking taking a seat, bro? Okay, well, let's check the Spirit Torrent because we are also gonna chill out. Judah Hermes, that's impossible. He left behind even more glyphs? Whatever, this time I must secure the escape route first. Wait, I want to read the glyph though. Can I please read the glyph, please? You love Samsara? Hell yeah. Okay, I can't read the glyph yet, okay. We must secure our exit, huh? So, if I go through this door, what is it? No, what? Is that just an elevator? I can't take this exit, but I can go down these stairs. What the hell? Where the hell are we? Any secrets that I'm missing? Okay. Oh, I can go down these stairs. I was about to say I can't go down these stairs, but I can. Nothing over there secret. An elevator here that's being reality distorted, having a pipe go through both elevators. No other secrets here either. Nothing else over here. So I guess the only thing we can do is go through this door then. We have to go through that door. But I really wanted to read the Judah Hermes symbol. But maybe this door will lead to us to something to activate that elevator to then do the Judah Hermes symbol? Maybe? Do I know what Samsara is? No, I don't. Again, I learn lore through the games and through the chat. How is your body performing? I'm, okay. I didn't read what the AI said, my bad, I missed it. Ooh, I don't look okay. Bro, I don't look okay at all. He looks way more okay. Also, he has cyber legs, cool. Oh, of course, I'm okay. What are you? How did you enter my body? The clown fucking went in my body, bro. Fuck off, clown. Ah, told you we're gonna see each other again real soon, didn't I? Oh god, is it because I fucked up the other thing? Your soul and body can't be separated. Oh my, this new toy is full of surprises. He can't separate my soul and body. Kill someone with a borrowed knife. A Chinese saying I just plucked from your brain, is that it? Hee. Oh god, feck off, clown monster. The god, is it? You took hold when I was under its influence. No. No wonder you told me so much about the stele. Frickin' Bobble the clown. Bingo! And for a while I thought your mind was indestructible. Nope, you're not as tough as our bot friend there. Yeah, because he's literally a cyborg. Of course you can't take him over. While you tinkered with the server, I tinkered with you. Your mind yielded a tiny little bit, but that was enough. Damn it. Come on. We gotta snap out of it. Snap us out of it, bot man. Slap me in the face. Slap me over the face. Bobble didn't send you any deeper. So smart. Otherwise Bobble'd have lost you. Yeah, so he didn't want to take us over completely because he would have lost not being able to manipulate us more to get him out of there. He wanted to take us over once he could get out. Irantu, kill me, please. Request denied. This one cannot comprehend. Now! Nope! Hold it, little bot! It takes only one bullet, but do you remember your deal? If this body dies, who's gonna take you anywhere for repair? That is true. He's gonna make the bot not kill him. Now choose! Use your bot brain! Do you want to get out or be stuck here forever? Frick, this is so bad, the decision making. This one so chooses. Bang, bang. No, he's not going to. Disc! Boring! Thanks. Oh, I get to choose. Misstep. A single misstep proves fatal. Is this because... I knew it. Way back when, we were in the server room, and we were doing Bobble's stupid gambling game, because I chose to kill the Freddy Fazbears instead of the fake versions of my friends. He then forced me to kill the soul version of myself, which wasn't my soul. He didn't take my soul, but he took a part of my emotions, a tiny piece of me. And that tiny piece of me left me open to him being able to take me over. So now we get the bad ending of the game because of that one thing, but they forced me to kill the clone version of myself. I said I would rather kill the two other me's before the clone, but I'd rather kill the Freddy Fazbear dolls before I kill the fake friends of me, but then I kill myself. Like, you kill the clone, the fake things first, then the fake clones of your friends, then yourself last. Bro. I was forced into this ending, man. The mad clown never left. Site-13 never ceased to its attempt to devour me alive. I didn't even get to read Judah's note at the end. What? I want to get all endings. I want to get all of them, so it's not the end of the world, but... And we're being reborn? Wait, no weapon detected on you, and your body is fragile. An idea, take the meme shield from this one. That should increase your chance of survival. Thank you. This time we take the meme shield. And that protects us from Bobble? Now I should be immune to Bobble's influence. Wait, we can also change our realities as well? What? Huh? Wait, what? Wait, huh? For the rest of the trip we walk, there will be reinforcement once we leave the perimeter. Wait, now am I getting the good ending because they're just forcing it? Acknowledged. Anomalies once contained in Site-13 must be breaking free in droves, including Bobble. I can't allow this to happen. In that case, I may need to run another iteration. Am I an SCP that can rerun time? Yes. We have escaped from Site-13, all thanks to you. Escaped, but I still need to extract more intel from him. You said your name is Irantu, and, or so it seems, what's that supposed to mean? This one's memories are partially corrected. This one was sent here to explore and contain. That much is certain. The Thresher server is able to take its vicinity to another dimension. That much is certain too. In other words, the Thresher server brought you here? A reasonable conclusion from two facts. There is no such thing as the collection in this one's original reality. This much is certain as well. Why are you still in the Site-13 then? This one, along with another one, was tasked with taking the structure out of our dimension by activating the Thresher server. And this one was killed in action. Killed in action? What are you then? A ghost? Yeah, I was gonna say, if he's dead, then what is he? Ha, ha, ha. What? No, now because I have the mimetic protection, it's the clown, he took him over? This one was laughing because that was construed as a joke. Oh. He wasn't killed, it was the other one that was killed. Comprehension attempt failed. Oh, he was joking, I got killed, but it was actually my other version of me and from my team that got killed instead. ... Irantu is your best friend now? Yeah, sure, so it seems. He's helping us not die. Explanation. This one is not human. The body dies. The memories move on to a new body. The technical specifics are not present in one's database. Suggestion to see this one as half-robot. This one was forced to cease functioning mid-operation, in human sense, killed. After an indefinite period of time, this one's body resumed some functions, a miracle in human sense. This one attempted to perform self-repair. Certain combat capacities are now resumed. That was a relatively recent event. I understand now. Due to memory module damage, your record of events must not be very reliable. Affirmative. This memory module shows this one is named Irantu, although that is to be verified. Another copy of this one's memory is kept in the original dimension. At this stage, it must have been put into a new body. Confusion. This one is even less sure about the identity of Irantu. That is a very philosophical question. So basically, he's a robot creature person, but he had a person's personality and stuff put into him in memories. And there's copies of those hard drives backed up. And since he got sent to another alternate dimension and got mashed and got like broken up a bit when transporting and with all the SCPs there and stuff, he's now only like half alive, broken version of him. But he's technically still Irantu as a person, but he's not. But he's like he's hurting. And then, is it really Irantu now back in their other reality? Because now a new version, a new clone, basically, cybernetic body is made with a new copy of him inserted. That one's also technically Irantu. So now there's technically two Irantus, one in one dimension, one in this dimension. But he's only half Irantu because of his memory, like, being messed with. It's not surprising, though, since you're a whole different form of life. These half-robots are interesting. They have precise, permanent memories, but they may not be dependable. Humans derive their identities from memories. But this Irantu is somewhat like us. Remember back then when we didn't even know what we are? Yeah, what is him? Warning, Apex. That information is classified. Negative. Humans have been troubled by identity crisis for ages. And this one does not think such crisis is pointless. Basically, we're very similar. We're relating to each other from alternate dimensions, basically. Say, I found some highly futuristic spare parts in the clinic and the lounge. Are they yours? Affirmative. I see now. Oh, shoot. What's happening? And it's gone. Into a new reality? We shut it down, though. We didn't... Or did it just vaporize out of existence? What the hell? Spatial distortion detected. Signature akin to the record before Operation Mausoleum. 98.21% identical. Dimensional pathway. The THRESHER server has been rebooted. Impossible! I did shut it down! This one has seen the other end of the pathway while exploring Site-13. What do you mean? Desolation. Fanaticism. The only words this one can find to describe that world. Fanaticism? You mean those zealots are at the other end of the pathway too? Affirmative. Zealots is a perfect word. This one believes they build the server in order to seek truth. And they were able to harm this one's body with mimetic powers. Yeah, remember the mimetic, basically bombs that they had set up to hurt anyone who was trying to stop them. As a result, this one was not able to infiltrate their organization. Still, this one is a positive that they are based deeper inside Site-13 in Olympia, controlling the site through the server. The Zealots must know everything about Site-13's darkest secrets. If they're trying to take the site to yet another dimension now, does it mean they've already achieved what they're here for? In that case, I must... Listen, Irantu, I'm sorry. I can't keep our deal, not this time. I was tasked with keeping humanity safe from what lies on the other side of the veil. This overrides everything. Don't worry, though, I'm only talking about this time. Now let me see the true face of this supposed god. We're about to time travel all the way back again, aren't we? Yep, we're now time traveling back, so Bob will take us over, time travel back to stop it. We escape with this guy. The facility teleports to another dimension. We time travel backwards to stop it. Every single time something goes wrong, we rebirth ourselves back in time, basically. We are some sort of time-traveling SCP. Holy hell. Wait, no weapon detected on you, and your body is fragile. An idea, take the meme shield from this one. That should increase your chance of survival. ... Thank you. What if I don't take the meme shield from him? Can I then interact with this? So we can't use the elevator. Okay, I think I have to take the meme shield from him. I think I do have to take it to continue the storyline. Alright, pass me the meme shield. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rantu is definitely a good bud to have. Good soldier. Alright, now that we have this, are we going to now look at the Judah symbol? Can I look at Judah Hermes, please? Please? No? I still don't get to look at Judah Hermes. Crazy. We go down these stairs now. There's something down here now that's new that I can get to. No? Nothing? Nothing. I guess now we take the elevator with the mimetic shield to protect us from Bulble the Clown, I guess. That's what they're trying to make me do, I guess. Alright, let's go. Yep, that's what they're trying to make me do. Alright, we take the elevator. This one has taken more damage than expected. A short rest mode is required. Alrighty. Wake this one up if you are in need. Sure. Sue, take me back to the previous checkpoint. There are a few things I need to check. Activate the elevator and lead Arantu out when I'm gone. You might as well lead him all the way to HQ. Acknowledged. Okay, so we're going back. Now we can look at Judah Hermes' symbol, right? Now we get to look at it, finally. Oh my god, the Spirit Torrent has a lot of bad things in it. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh god, okay, well, that's a rip. Boom, 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 speedrun. Up, down. Up, down. Down, down, down. Go, 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 go. Wait. Go, 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 go. Boom, done. Nice. When my vision is finally shrouded in red mist, a flicker of clarity lights up my consciousness. It's like a dying glow, yet without anchors to stabilize reality. I can still uphold myself, but perhaps all this is merely what that god has envisioned. To face the believers, or even to confront the visage of their god, one merely needs to follow in the believer's footsteps and plunge into the bad sea. There, the protection I pass on to you through these words may just be a vain effort. If you are inevitably corroded by the void, there is no need to resist. Resistance is futile. No one can ignore the spread of suffering, and that is also your last opportunity, as one of the lucid. Okay. The Wasteland achievement, a final message from the Lucid One. Okay, a lot's happening. Beneath the bad sea, meaning if I submerge myself in the dark waters, I will meet their god? Sue, can you locate Olympia? Based on your previous iterations, I have calculated a possible path. However, I'd strongly advise against pursuing this path. The reason is? Based on previous iterations, the structure of Site-13 could crumble any minute. More importantly, once entering the bad sea, you might enter another dimension. In that case, even you may not be able to find your way back. That is true, we might dimensionally shift, and that would make it so we can't time travel to save ourselves, because space-time, right? If you travel through time, technically, you're traveling through one form of fourth dimensional travel. If you travel through space, you're traveling through a separate form of dimensional travel. So if we travel through space, then we may not be able to then travel through time to go back through space, because time travel is different from space travel. Dimensional space travel, yeah. Hello, Chlix. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. You forgot what's up? Basically, we are currently at the end game, basically. We're trying to stop Site-13 from ruining our world, basically, and not let Bubble the Clown take us over. We're using a mimetic shield from an operative from Samsara, yeah, and he gave me the mimetic shield for our eyes, which protects us from Bubble the Clown. Sue is cute. Yeah, they did make a nice, cute Asian AI. My connection with the CC004 doesn't snap that easily. It's a non-issue. CC004? That must be an SCP item that transports us through time. It must be. Okay, now what do we do? Are we going back through that elevator, or can we go through something down here now? Okay, we are supposed to go down here now. Alright, time to dive into the Black Sea. Let's see what happens. We're walking down into the sea? Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't want to... Again, I want to go the way that they don't want me to go, so that way I can learn all the secrets of the game first. In China, do they read left to right or right to left? There's something here, something else here. Frick. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Hello, Gamer5 again, welcome, welcome. We're gonna go with this one. There's a file I found in the computer's room. It may have to do with this containment unit. New document, external message. External message. Ladies and gentlemen of the Ethics Committee, good morning. My name is Redacted, a sage of the obscure, tasked today with explaining its containment requirements to you. The briefing previously provided to you was accurate. The containment procedure requires the ritual castration of a male and the consumption of an infant. Unfortunately, I'm afraid there's nothing we can do to alter these requirements. Good lord, this is literal ultimate cultist, elite, evil, behind-the-scenes bull, horrible. The operation of such rituals works by repeating an arbitrary standard rather than adhering to the unyielding laws found in science. Believing that satisfying these standards will achieve a definite result gives the ritual its power. We attribute meaning to our own creations. However, we cannot act arbitrarily. The ritual needs to resonate with the object for it to be effective, which is where appropriateness comes into play. Hence, these requirements, some deities can only be appeased with blood. Usually it's the sacrifice of a virgin, this time it's the castration of a male. At least that's something new. Still just as terrifying, but new. The consumption of a baby? That's crazy. I know your organization disagrees with the terminology, but it remains the truth. The deer is a deity. Deer? Where the f did a deer come from? And not one of the mild gods of Earth. Nevertheless, at present, we've fooled it into thinking we are more powerful than it, which is our method of containment. However, this also means that once a ritual is established, it cannot be abolished or altered. To make changes, we would need to break the containment, and then start all over. Our initial ritual design required maintenance every 3 days. We would easily trap ourselves if we did not identify the main faults among the associated elements and reduce the frequency to once a year. We can cut no further. It is beyond alteration now. Though the ritual is in place, if the deer wishes to escape, it can, and we would be powerless to stop it. The entire facility would dissipate into a cloud of hydrogen. So, let us be thankful that it wholly lacks contemplation. This is an old god. It does not engage in decision-making. Decisions are for creatures of uncertain action. A being of this power merely exists. Its choices, such as they are no different from gravity. In constructing this ritual, we nudged its existence ever so slightly off-kilter, and now it's locked in a pattern of behavior. It struggles against us, we struggle against it, and we are both locked in an eternal dance, as long as the ritual remains intact. Should there be any misstep, the deadlock will be broken, and all will be lost. We would have an unstoppable force within an immovable object to hinder its movement. The ritual established here is assuredly the best course of action. It contains powerful symbols, and whether you or I find it appropriate is irrelevant to the situation. Okay, they're saying they want to take eating one baby per 3 months and castrating one man per 3 months to eating only one baby per year and castrating one guy per year in sacrifice. You know, that's much better. Technically it's better, but like, I do not know why it came here, nor why it remains here, but I have listened to the pillars it has turned us into. They sing secrets beside us. They know no suffering, but they are utterly transformed. If this fails, the same fate awaits us all. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I don't trust them at all. I don't believe that would contain it. But I can see where they're coming from at the very least. I guess we press this next. Don't cutscene me. Okay, good. Cornonus, the deer of Epimethus. Cornonus, the deer of Epimethus. Epimethus. Something like that. The cult of the deer. Alright, cool. Alright, nice. I think we did go the quote-unquote wrong way, right way. So this lets us go back over here now and do the main way. Even your cult isn't that bad? Yeah. Yeah, eating babies is pretty much as far as a cult can go to evil side. I feel like that's probably the worst level that you can get to, is consuming infants. Oh! Oh no! We just broke our mimetic shield that was protecting us from Bobble the Clown. Oh! Oh, more than the mimetic shield's gone, there goes our face. Warning, Apex. I detect multiple entities of high threat, as well as beings. I can't determine what they are. Use extreme caution. Roger, I just had a taste of their power, whatever they are. That is a true dark god. It forces you to prostrate yourself before it, to the point where you literally obliterate your own face and head and brain and mind, because you weren't already worshipping it. That is ultimate. And you still plan to proceed? I must find out what those zealots have done. It's my duty. Personally, I'd also like to see what this void they really... Oh my god, I read this so badly. Personally, I'd also like to see what this void they keep talking about is. Personally, I'd say... Communications error. Someone is hacking into this comms channel. Don't tell me. Bobble is back? No. More powerful than Bobble. I never thought you'd come to Olympia, Apex, and Sue. I apologize if this way of making contact feels excessively invasive. This is Andrew Ammons, I assume. Who are you? How did you hack into the encrypted channel? I didn't hack. This is just my thoughts manifesting by means of wireless radio. By now it shouldn't be any surprise, right? Like Bobble's ability to manipulate minds, but I don't feel anything out of the ordinary. As an anomaly, he's way beyond Bobble's level. Who are you? Andrew Ammons. You should have known this name very well. You're that Andrew Ammons? The very same. Nice to meet you, Apex. I've been watching you ever since you stepped into Site-13. Now we can finally talk. You've been watching me the whole time? Is that supposed to be a threat, or what? If you wish to ask me about the true purpose of the Saints, it's a long story that we don't have the time for. Also, I don't think it's time just yet. Alternatively, if we're to talk about why I'm making contact now, well, I'm inviting you to bear witness. Witness to what? It's impossible to leave Olympia. This place is designed to make sure no anomalies contained could ever escape. Technically, some beings in this space are merely confined, not really contained. Is this supposed to be a threat? You asked. No, I do not make threats unless it's absolutely necessary. I'm not that desperate yet. Everything I said was just to inform. Cut to the chase. What is it that you want me to witness? I want you to witness our purpose. Through the Bad Sea, you will reach our kingdom. After witnessing everything, you will understand. If you would like to stay to the end, I may as well take this site, as well as all anomalies contained therein, away from your world. Through the Bad Sea. Judah's message did mention being submerged in it. According to Andrew Ammons, the Bad Sea probably serves as a portal to their kingdom. No, touching an anomaly with your body is absolutely out of the question. He's trying to lure you into a mimetic anomaly and control your mind. I recommend aborting the current iteration, Apex. You should start over. Ah, yes, I see. You seemed off somehow. Now I understand. You have a certain ability to leave and re-enter timelines. If that's the case, there's even less to worry about. If things don't work out, you can just start over. Consider the situation very carefully, Apex. Okay, lead the way, Andrew Ammons. Uh-oh, okay. Come, embark on the journey to redemption. What if I go back over here, though? What if I run back to the anomaly that blew out my brain? Is it gonna blow up my brain again? Oh, yep. Alright, there goes my brain again. Yeah, we get it. Creepy brain loss. Alright, send me back. Am I have to redo the dialogue again? No, I don't have to. Okay. So we can't go that way. We have to go through the way that he's decided to, which is go with Andrew Ammons, basically. Alright, Andrew Ammons, take me away. Take me away to your deep, deep realm of Dark Kingdom. Okay. Wonderful. Just a nice walk on the beach, guys, you know? Oh, I can go back. Oh. Interesting. We're kind of practically a god here, kind of, I guess, but like, I don't know. Where am I? What is this place? A wilderness of red clay stretches to the horizon, unfolding into an endless expanse of rust-colored earth. And the ceaseless wind howls. I went through a portal. This is the world beneath the Bad Sea? Sue, do you copy? No, it's just us. You and me. To quote the words of the jailers, you're not in your original dimension anymore. Yet you can still talk to me. Is this your so-called kingdom? Not much of a place, huh? There's hardly anything. Look beyond the material facade. The Lord shall grant us what we are promised. Cold, longing, hunger, and above all, terror. Extreme fear fosters a fulfillment potent enough to fill the void carved out by modernity. Pardon my manners, that voice should have been reserved for the believers. This wasteland is a process, also the destined result for the advent of God. Is it like their version of the apocalypse, basically? Their, what, Armageddon, that's what it is? How can it be both, a process and a result? You're spewing gibberish. Not at all. A man like you should know all too well that what appears to contradict itself, yet exists nonetheless, must have secrets to be uncovered. Such is the basics of what you call logic and what they call condensation, two names of the same concept. Worshipping a god only to be slapped in the face with fear? Where's the logic in that? You're as insane as Bobble the clown. Sure, he's definitely Bobble. We have many differences to address, and that is expected. Apex, know that I do not mean to preach, as I do not want you to become one of them. Then what is this conversion for? Go forth. There is someone you'd want to meet. Someone I'd want to meet. He's not making any sense. Alright, we're going forth, it seems. Great! A dead person. And a lot of swords and weapons and spears. A dead body dangles from a crumbling wall. It wears a sign around its neck saying, Judah the Apostate. Oh no, this is Judah Hermes? Such is his end. There's a stone with the inscription next to the body. New document, preface, the Neo Testament. Neo Testament, Revelation Prologue. 525, beneath the feet of the Crimson Spirit, he spake. 526, among your 7 sons, one verily is of the devil. 527, he shall harbor a heart of rebellion, abhorring my words and deeds. 528, forsaking the path revealed by the 7 seals, thus my name shall not be glorified. 529, then he shall depart from the red flock, unto the path of silent doom. 530, yet be not dismayed, ye who are baptized in blood. I'm not going to read out the numbers. For he that is chosen by the crimson crown, though he bear a rebellious spirit, shall walk the path of blood. All that believe in me, through mute and tongueless, shall yet roar. Know ye that this unbeliever too is chosen by me, deeming themselves the lucid, yet they slumber in delusion. Seeing coagulated blood, then knowing what flowed was blood, amidst the saints finding a sinner, thus affirming the piety of believers. Awaiting when the kingdom of God doth expand, when the king's whip is raised in the fire, and blood covers all 7 quarters. That chosen sinner too shall enter my herd. Basically saying, even though he is a sinner and not part of our cult, and he considers himself lucid, even though he is evil and doesn't agree with me being a god, he is still one of us that I accept, and I will accept him in death, basically. Did you know that SB909 is the youngest spawn of the Scarlet King? Wait, really? In one of the many canons of SB lore? Okay, interesting. Hello, Penguin, welcome to the stream. The Chosen Sinner. So you're telling me like an all-good SCP is born from an all-evil thing? Or is the Scarlet King not evil? I don't know about the Scarlet King much. The Chosen Sinner. As the phrases suggest, his resistance was intended and guided by the will of the so-called God. Judah once saw rationality as the only thing that he can be relied on. He denounced the name of God and the void. For this very reason, he was utterly devastated when condensation was proven a dead end. Rationality, the one thing that he was so proud of, is but an illusion. You people killed him. The body, yes. The mind, no. Judah Hermes killed his own mind. Even if this body is still alive, he remains a dead person. The left is his body, here as a warning. No, they left his body here as a warning to those who would call themselves the Lucid. To the very end, he never realized that the over-reliance on rules and rationality led to his own doom. No, it's all you're doing. You and your zealots. You summoned the so-called God. No, the advent of God is predestined. All we did was accelerate the process. Bauble is a better bullshitter than you are. Trust me, Apex. I mean you no harm, for we are kin. Go, witness it all in true Olympia. Then you will understand. How do I leave this place? By walking into the bad sea again. What if I walk in the other direction, though? Rather than forward, what if I go backwards? That just outputs me on the other side of this area. Okay, creepy. Let's go back onto the other side. Alright, take me to the next area. Off we go. Interesting, Gamer5. That would make sense. That does make sense. Connection reestablished. Apex, you just dropped off the grid. There was no interference or jamming. You simply vanished from this world. Beneath the bad sea is a red wasteland. Could this be the kingdom of the zealots? I'd still strongly advise against touching the bad sea, in case you want to do it again. You know that was incredibly irresponsible. Incoming. I'm joining your conversation instead of cutting you off, because I so choose. Have either of you wondered why the site structure isn't collapsing, even after you turned the server off? That is because I choose not to force you. Andrew Ammons, will you not just let you do? Andrew Ammons, we will not just let you do what you've been doing. The Thresher server is capable of sending objects across dimensions with precision. Do you know how we choose the destination? We do it based on the pull. Worlds with more advanced technology, in other words, the widespread of condensation, tend to pull him closer. We intentionally choose worlds where the pull is relatively far from the critical point, but just enough for their denizens to feel his presence, so that they can witness the awe but cannot fight back. That's terrible. That makes a lot of sense, though. Basically, they are the Armageddon. It's an Armageddon evil god, and what they're doing is swapping realities to where Armageddon is coming, where the evil god is in the universe of that world's dimension, but not yet well known enough that they haven't developed technologies and ways of fighting the evil god. And so they're basically preying on the world where the god is strongest and the victims are weakest, basically. Keep following the path of the bad sea. There you will find what your heart wants. Should have been desires. They should have put that in better. See you again, deeper in Olympia. His tone and register are different when Sue is present, which resembles his true face. Yeah, remember, Andrew Ammons changes who he is and what he is like around every single person he interacts with. So having just the AI Sue around changes his personality. Anomalous signal ceased. Do you plan to go even deeper, Apex? It's all for nothing if I return now. Plus, as far as we know, he could still be watching us. Action time, Sue. Let's move. Affirmative, sir. What the f did we just go inside of? What the f did I just go inside of? I thought we were supposed to go into the Dark Sea again. What the f was that? Huh? What the f was that? I just vaporized myself? Huh? What? Bro, what? Okay. The kingdom of the Lord has come. The kingdom of the Lord is coming. The kingdom of the Lord has already come. The Lord will reign forever and ever. The kingdom of the Lord has come. The kingdom of the Lord is coming. The kingdom of the Lord has already come. The Lord will reign forever and ever. The kingdom of the Lord has come. Blah, 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 blah. He is the Lord. He is the Lord. He is the Lord. God, he is the Lord. God, he is the Lord. Lord God. This place is more destroyed than it was before. Maybe Andrew Ammons isn't holding the reality together as much as he is trying to pretend that he is. Maybe the place is starting to fall apart. What kind of outfit do I reckon the star cult would wear? Definitely some sort of star thing, like 28 stars of some sort. It'd be like dark galaxy, like blue probably, with like stars on it probably. I was gonna say that was weird. I was walking backwards. What? Like what? Oh, is that? No, it ran to. What are you doing here? This one woke up to find you gone. Interference. You must have left, and the most likely destination is here. We had a deal. This one must keep you safe. Conclusion. This one must follow you to keep the deal. No, Rantu's killing himself trying to save us, but Bro, I like Tarantu, man. I hate when things sacrifice themselves stupidly. I may not be able to deliver my end of the deal. Maybe so, maybe not. This one has to. Pardon? As far as memories go, this one has never tried. This one has never tried to mimic the way of humans, to sacrifice themselves for a greater goal. Because this one is not able to die, not permanently. Unlike humans, this one has nothing to sacrifice. This one's memories end with a human making the ultimate sacrifice in order to save the world. The memory was murky, as this one's body was barely functional. The only sure thing is that she managed to restart the server together with another one, Onru. Wait, this was a girl all along? She managed to restart. Yeah, it's a girl. I thought it was a guy all along. What? That human truly sacrificed herself. Oh, no. It ran to as a guy. The human sacrificed himself. Okay. This one longs to feel how she felt. Do you get that feeling now? Negative. This one is still confused. Yet this one feels no regret. Agent Apex, if the situation calls for it, please take this one's memories with you. As humans say, always know who you are. The knowing of the self may erase what this one feels right now, which may be called fear. I see. Arantu died! Journal of Arantu. No! We lost Arantu, bro. Take his memory core? Yeah, at least we take his memory core. Samsara feel no pain. They're transhuman. I understand that, but he just felt fear. Dude, no. He is, like, semi-alive, I feel like. Arantu's log records. Arantu's 49th iteration. Regeneration technology crafted from a god's liver has once again awakened this one, marking the 49th iteration. Concurrently with the cycle, this one's memory enters a phase of temporary instability. Hence, a memory module has been implanted to assist this one's recollections. Conclusion, this one needs to reorganize its memory records. During the previous mission, this one heard the whispers of an entity. Hypothesis, an unknown mimetic anomaly. Satisfy its craving, give it your flesh and blood, and it shall make you godlike. Conclusion, mimetic anomalies seldom affect this one, yet this time others were influenced as well. Take away the sacred book. That is what Munru heard. The content of the book catered to inner desires. Behave more like regular Joes. They wish to explore the locations mentioned in the book during discussions. This one had objection, yet it was not voiced. This one could not find a reasonable explanation. Arantu's 58th iteration. Nanku was sacrificed the 90th time. Her actions were overly reckless, and warnings had been issued numerous times by this one. Once again, when she placed a grenade in her mouth and charged towards an anomaly, this one intercepted her, confiscating the grenade and throwing it away. Doubt. This was not from rationality. This one does not know the reason for its actions. Arantu's 59th iteration. During the regular psychological assessment, Dr. Frank hypothesized about the logic behind this one's behavior from the previous iteration. Irritability, as humans call it. Correction, to deem it logic would be overstating. It appears more akin to an unreliable process. This one grew wary of her reckless actions, hindering her mission progress. No, maybe it is. This thing is a girl then, potentially. I don't know. Thus generating irritability and subsequencing such behavior. Is this a good thing? Arantu's 71st iteration, that jumped a lot. Once again, this one performs an irrational act. After Onru's path was cut off by Redacted, this one who should have abandoned him returned the way it came, delaying the mission progress. Hypothesis, this one has mimicked stories from recent read books. It is not rational, yet this one considers it not a mistake either. The actual behavior will lead this one to understand humans better, as well as itself. Arantu's 78th iteration, another pretty big skip. Dr. Frank stated that this one and its kin are attempting to mimic humans. This brought to this one's recollection of the reason for opposing the journey to the sacred book. The sacred book speaks of divine matters. There is no evidence, but it perhaps relates to the original keeper of the liver, which generated us. This explains why mimetic anomalies affect us. Numerous books suggest gods and humans are at opposite ends of balance. Us desiring to draw closer to humans should not walk in the opposite direction. Approaching humanity is the only viable path. It wanted to become more human because that's the path that God must take? What? That's interesting. Yeah, Samsara definitely seems like an interesting unit for sure. ... Is that why you made a decision defying logic and rationality? I know how you feel. I thought they'd call me a freak because I don't get the idea of emotions. No, turns out it's because I've never truly involved me in anything. As of now, no matter how hard I try to detach, I'm already deeply involved in every single sense. I'm no longer the Spirit Torrent, or CC-004. So, Apex was the Spirit Torrent all along? What? I am who I am, as myself. I could not see it, or I couldn't not see it, because I didn't realize it as a fact. I can afford infinite trial and error, like this soldier from another world. Yeah, because that soldier constantly gets replaced. He can constantly switch timelines. At the end of his path, he chooses to look inward and find himself. And find his self. Now that I'm about to be in the same position, how will I choose? Maybe I should just dive into it and go with the flow. Walk with me, Sue. I need you for the way forward. I should not oblige, but given the current situation, I can no longer read the future or suggest a better alternative. The AI could read the future before? What? But given the current situation, I can no longer read the future or suggest a better alternative. Damn, she said that twice, right? This is how humans have been dealing with life since the dawn of time. No data to analyze, can't read the future, no second chance. Yeah, because we might not be able to teleport back. To truly understand the Spirit Torrent, we've got to trace it back to its source, which is mostly made of human minds. Let's step into humans' shoes. Verify exploration protocol, Sue. Acknowledged. I am not a god, but one of the blessed blind. Feel your way out of the labyrinth with your trusted hands. I shall walk with you. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate at least having someone to walk with me. Okay, are we supposed to go this way? Again, I don't want to go the way that we're supposed to go. I want to go the way that we're not supposed to go to see if there's any secrets. Any secrets over here? The 007 again. That vaporized us last time, didn't it? I wonder if this loops. It doesn't loop. Okay, let's see what happens if we go in this thing. See what happens right here. Oh. Okay. We got eaten by it. Cool. We got eaten by an eyeball monster of some sort. Not going that way again. Again, we do it to explore and study what happens, to see. We go on to see the different endings and stuff. Fantastic. I assume I have to go in there again. Let's go all the way to the end, though, to see if there's anything secret. Nope, nothing. Alright. Into the depths we go. A small napping drawing? Nice. Hello, Penguin. Welcome to the stream. Okay, what do we got here? This is the divide between believers and non-believers, the gates of sacred Olympia. Here, non-believers face the torments of endless cycles. Here, believers receive his blessing. He decrees, he, the blessed, shall walk the path of the bad sea. Okay, so non-believers supposedly get looped into eternal torture, and believers are gonna get blessed by the god. Supposedly. So we investigate that and investigate this. Okay, interesting. A clay tablet with cuneiform scripts on it. The hell are cuneiform or cuneiform? Define cuneiform. Cuneiform, denoting or relating to the wedge-shaped characters used in ancient writing systems or Mesopotamia, Persia, and Ugarit, surviving many or mainly impressed on clay tablets. Okay, it's just denoting and writings. It's writings of old scriptures, basically. It's old writing characters from old ancient civilizations, basically. Aqueducts, farming, rain, gold, horses. Nah, I can't read it. Way too many symbols that I don't recognize. Makes sense. And then here, more symbols of some sort. Crimson glyphs hover above the red wasteland. This is just the same as the stelae that was in our dimension. I can't read them. The light is blindingly bright. faith. In the ancient wilds, where names grow dim, the Lord perceived his people's need for sanctuary. He therefore set the firmest cornerstone to be the threshold and foundation for all nations. Where faith is resolute, no adversary may trespass, and thus shall the actions of men be directed. Now, it should be no matter how many times I try this, I'll never get used to this feeling. It's like having someone roaring, shrieking right next to your ears. And we go deeper. Mesopotamia is the first civilization? Yeah, I always thought it was Mesopotamia. No, it is Mesopotamia. Oh my god. I've just never pronounced that out loud. I've only ever pronounced that in my head. Because the Mesopotamian... Yeah, it's Mesopotamian. Is what they talk about in, like, documentaries and stuff. Mesopotamian, right? That's how you pronounce that. Oh my god. There's just so many words that I've never pronounced before, enunciated before, or even knew of sometimes the definitions of. So much new language. This was once a containment facility of maximum security. Now only crumbled pillars remain. So this is Olympia. Sue, do you copy? Sue! Connection re-established. It took me a while to locate you. This place is severely contaminated with mimetic anomalies. Please use extreme caution. Roger that. We have an incoming communications request from Andrew Ammons. Patch him in. Welcome, Apex. As I expected, you made it here alive. Is this a test of sorts? I need to see your capabilities. The saints responsible for creating obstacles were intercepted by your companion. That was a surprise. Or maybe it's part of your plan all along. Your action does not match your words, Ammons. The fact that we're having this test means you do not trust me. Indeed. I asked for your trust, but you didn't grant. In that case, I have to learn about you in my own way. In any case, this is admittedly a waste of time. I am not the foolish kind who wastes time on pointless things. That is, irrational. Hello, Origami. Will you have beaten Site 13 today? Hopefully. That's the hope. The goal is beat it today, because we need to stream other things than just this game. But also I wanted to 100% this game. I don't think I'm going to be able to 100% it today. Achievement-wise, we are at 9 out of 18. We only have 50% of the achievements. I hope to God we aren't only 50% of the way through the game. If we're only 50% of the way through this game, I am, like, like, how many hours is this game if I'm only 50%? Again, I'm spending a lot of time reading the stuff, but, like, man, this is a big game. He's been talking crap about rationality or condensation all this time, and now he wants to convince me with it? I have no idea how his mind works. Hopefully. Nothing there. Just a way forward. Okay. Maybe it is worth the $20? Honestly, maybe it is. For a $20 game, honestly, if it keeps going, if it's like 40 hours of content for like $20, that'd be crazy. Because again, we're already, what? We're like, how long has this stream been going on for? We are now 3 hours in. We streamed about 3 hours every single day of this game. So, this is the 4th stream. We're 12 hours into this game. It might be a 20-hour game, potentially. So that would make sense. I like when there's at least like an hour of content per $1 spent on a game, usually. In the realm's farthest corner, there lay an empire, cradled by God's blessing. Gods, in his wisdom, chose 7 stewards to govern this land, under their guidance. The empire flourished and prospered. Here the people labored not for survival, spoke not in fettered words, wrote not in partial script. And so, the empire knew not of poverty. And so, the empire saw no strife. And so, the empire never birthed selfish desires. SCP-1730 is a several-hour read, so it makes sense. Damn, that would, I guess, make sense. Inscribed here is a fable of sorts. Okay, this looks kind of Egyptian in the back. Not quite Egyptian, but similar. Among the 7 stewards, there was one named Faith. He organized fasting events and set schedule for daily routines. When to pray, when to rest, when to eat, and when to procreate. Wow, when to procreate too? That's crazy. At each day's dawn gathering, he would call out to the followers, "The hour of prayer begins." Yo, it's the thumbnail! We finally made it to the thumbnail, let's go! A crowd of statues materialized, dressed like followers of a religion. Behind the statues is a blinding source of red light. Hello, you aren't like SCP-173 Fallen Angel type statues, right? We're chill. I'm totally part of your cult. Yeah, man, we're all friends here, right? Can I climb up the stairs? I can! Let's go! Can I go behind the statue? Oh, I thought I was gonna die there fully. I fully thought I'd die. What is this? Oh, it's a puzzle. Easy puzzle game. The mural depicts a feast. It's worn and discolored, but the artist's touch is sublime. This man shows men and women cuddling in an intimate fashion. What? Is that over here? Oh, that's over there. I'm stupid. Oh my god. A man standing high up, commanding over what looks like his loyal subjects. First food and love. Now it's about power? The murals here seem to be centered around the idea of desires. Unsurprisingly, desire is a common motif in religious arts. Or is that Sue saying that? Unsurprisingly, desire is a common motif in religious arts. Not quite. A better statement should be, desire is a common motif in all human arts. Some cases are more explicit than others, but the principle is still the same. Or was that him saying it? If you so wish. I think she's lit up now, so she's talking. If you so wish, we can have an in-depth conversation about this subject later. No need. It was just a random thought. I have never documented any random thought from you. A new parameter is now created. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, an earthquake? Crimson glyphs emerge, illuminating the place like a bloodshot sun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me come down the stairs and go touch the statue. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, hello, Spirit Torrent. Welcome back. Alley-oop. 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 A red Spirit Torrent again, though. Veil. And God did teach these earnest souls afresh, granting them discernment twixt. Wow, twixt, I've never heard that one before. Discernment twixt light and shadow, instructing them in the art of proclamation during supplication, and the grace of concealment in their deeds. He led them to touch their own visages, to awaken onto their honor. In the acts of his hands, faith is confinement. Oh no, my bad. In the acts of his hands, faith is confirmed through his own countenances? His own countenances and fingertips, gauging the span betwixt himself and the Most High Spirit. Stream is pausing on your end? Is it malfunctioning? It should be fine. Looks fine to me. Shite! The meme shield isn't working! Oh god. The shield overheated and malfunctioned within 0.12 milliseconds after you touched the glyph. Subpar performance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is the Oracle of God, not your simple memes. I have witnessed such oracle. The red glyphs I saw on the wasteland, and in my initial iteration, they're all from this god? At least now I know this god of theirs is somewhat self-aware. I know what's happening in your mind. These glyphs are not from God. He imparted upon me the purest of thoughts in the form of emotions and feelings. These glyphs are merely manifestation, so such oracle. Translations, in a sense. If that is your preferred way of wording, follower of condensation. The word of your choice makes no difference. What Ammons mentioned is more like the spirit torrent, which Sue wouldn't be able to understand. To her, it feels like a form of translation, alright. In my case, I'd better construe it as the spirit torrent, or something similar. Got a new global record, okay. Stream is fine? Alright, good to know, good to know. Stream is fine. On that day, when dawn was but a part spent, and an odd red light flickered, the faithful yet heard no call. Faith, no longer firm, bore cracks and voids from the clash between desire and divine law. Thus was summoned the spear of agony, piercing his heart with woes. At last, he, with his own hands, solemnly drove the dagger into his crown to end all suffering. Blood flowed from his brow, coursing over his body, pooling at his feet in a deep crimson lake. And amidst the scene of gore, the faithful continued in prayer, petitioning the steward all day until the deep of night. In the pool of dark red blood, their prayers received responses unheard before. Okay, another stone tablet is being revealed. Faith is me. Feeling emotions for the first time as those born blind, thanks to God's miracles, see color for the first time. Then I realized I should cast my old self behind. Destined for me is this path of thorns. You mean these stories are based on actual people who worked at Site 13? Indeed, each saint shall be baptized here. And you expect me to understand your way of thinking after this? You will understand both me and God. Is there any grain of truth behind this bullcrap? Let's find out. I would probably say classy for sure, Ziardran for sure. Definitely the classic kind. Oh yes sir, welcome to the stream. Dude, I swear, I'm out of water. I might go get more water, because this game is crazy. I need to voice more things, and I can't have my throat die. So I will be right back. I'm gonna get water. I will return stream so that we can continue. My god. SCP-1730 is one of the longest SCP pages on the site. That's crazy. But it makes sense, again, for this game to be able to go on this long, it's wild. Absolutely wild that this game's going on this long. Hello, Moth, welcome to the stream. Absolutely insane. Like, this game, crazy. Absolutely crazy to last this long. Okay. Everything's good. We can continue. Steward of sustenance would grant the faithful their daily bread only upon confirmation from faith. At dusk of that fateful day, the provisions that invariably appeared had not come. Interesting. Gotcha, yeah. Are those words? That's where I'm reading C4. Power, hunger. Own? Did that come? The C4 thing? Can? Those are definitely words. Like, own, hunger, power, C4M, cam. Are you seeing that? The red, these red things are coming out? That, there. Right here. All these red things, those are words. I swear one of them says come. I swear to God. Am I tripping, or is it cam? Or be like... It definitely looks like it, bro. Like, you see the little red things, right? You see those little red things, right? Like these floating red things. That says own, right there, own, and there, hunger, and then it flashes. It flashes through them, though. It flashes through them. Hunger, C4, own, C4, no. I think no also shows up for a second. Power, over, C4. Something. There are a bunch of random words of some sort. But I think it's about their hunger that they were talking about from their apostle. Yeah. The hungry, faithful, released a painful wail. Their eyes turned towards the palace of sustenance. So they are hungry and asking for food. You see, look, see all of them, these cultists, they're all looking towards the palace for food from their god. Either a typo or you're seeing things? Yeah, I'm assuming, I'm not seeing things, but it could be a typo. But again, it's like a C, and then like a number 4, and then M. What else could that be? C4M? C4 him, maybe? There's a white cube on the table. Oh yeah, just one white cube for sure. Is that the food that is supposed to be distributed? Ew. White cube? What happened if it's given to those faithful outside? This temperature, I can't touch it for long. Is it frozen or hot? Better find some kind of container to handle it. Okay, weird. Sustenance sat in his palace, attuned to the cries of the faithful. His existence revolved solely around divine law. Personal desires had long since faded. As he waited for commands that no longer came, his body grew frail. Despite the inner void shaped by his desires and pain, he remained seated, ignoring the creeping emptiness. Okay. Where's the container? Is that it? A basket made of an unknown material that feels somewhat like bamboo. This should be able to hold the cube. Oh wow, I'm just gonna take 3 of them to them? Okay. Time to feed the hungry. Here you go. Enjoy, hungry people. I'm trying so hard to read that word that keeps flashing. I swear to God, it's C-U-M. I swear to God, bro, that is, yeah. I don't know, man. I'll just keep feeding them. Or C4M. Ooh, that's a lot more of them. Got a new global record. Okay, they're now blocking my way. I can't even get past them now. There's so many hungry. Oh, there's a bunch in here. It looks like they're feasting on the flesh of their god? What? Under the guidance of faith, both self and desire had once plunged into a numb abyss. Now, with faith collapsed, the faithful gathered around sustenance, driven by both physical hunger and a spiritual void to devour the food. Yet sustenance had already perished, his self-denial leading only to dissolution around more suffering. Desire does not vanish with fulfillment. Silently, the numbed self is on the verge of collapse. In just a moment, the long-dormant instincts will awaken once more. The plump statue crumbles, spilling red cubes all over the floor. The faithful fought each other for these cubes as if they're a delicacy. Eerily realistic, both the painting and the metaphor. Self and desire, though suppressed, shall never fade. They hide, they hibernate, biding their time to emerge from graves once again. Such is Martha the Saint and her holy mother Harley. Choose not to hear, choose not to see, choose not to pretend the void does not exist, only to be devoured by it in the end. You know more than I expected. As of now, you should know, if only dimly, the doom that will be brought about by the void. It's an innate flaw of humanity. They crave rationality, an artificial invention of their own, but they can't keep it. In the process of seeking, they turn inward toward desire. I do agree with your decision to seek an answer, Apex. But keep in mind, we are not like humans. Rationality is the core of our existence. Debate is pointless, Apex. Let us go even further. Okay, I guess I move on now. No? I go back? Ah, okay, I go back. Yeah, it is cold again. It gets very cold at night. Hello, Vibin, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. The plump statue crumbles, spilling red cubes all over the floor. They faithfully fought each other for these cubes as if they're a delicacy. Whoa, I literally just read through all of this. What do you mean, bro? We literally just read through all of this. Alright, now we can probably progress forwards. Never mind. Now we can go to the left. Now we can go to the left, okay. A red torch of something, okay. And this area's changed, actually. Steward Order was mighty and formidable. He arrested and judged all those of impure blood, those physically marred, and the unhappy apostates. However, the awakened faithful raised the flames in their right hands, freeing themselves from their shackles. Let me borrow that torch. Oh no. Oh! We burned another god? Red glyphs appeared over the flame. Follow the line, follow the line, follow the line, all the way through. Okay. Follow the line, all the way through. ashes. And the disciples hearkened unto the doctrine of God, and went forth to execute his will, to command all nations, to conquer and to preach. They burned the old cities, and made low the high towers, to write with the ashes the laws of God, to promulgate his ways, and they mourned not the shape of ashes returned to ashes. For the word of God is a cinder star in ashes, and by it his law is inscribed, and by it also he wreaketh destruction. Go forth, apex, and bring unto them the flame, for the Lord of the 7 urns shall return, and he that weareth the crimson crown shall reign over men. 7 commands, 7 shackles, 7 sons of men offered unto the Lord of glory. Go forth, apex, bring them fire. For the Lord of the 7 urns shall return, and he that weareth the crimson crown shall reign over men. 7 commands, 7 shackles, 7 sons of men offered unto the Lord of glory. Heckin' Scarlet King. Cognitive filter overloaded. What's this cascade of information? Self-cleansing protocol initiated. Sue iteration 19213 is now offline. Regenerating persona. Please wait. The Lord of Glory, whose name is... No, I do not need to know his name. I am the bulwark of rationality. I am the safety net of rationality. I am one of the lucid. It was him! We saw him! That was, what's his name? Sue, are you still there? The Oracle invoked surprisingly strong responses in you, even in this translated form. Or maybe this response is exactly because of what you are. In any case, I apologize. That was not my intention. The shade that flashed by. Did the message left behind by Judah protect my mind? I think so. Judah was what was saving us there. That was the shade. I think the shade is Judah basically protecting us. The mimetic influence was overwhelming. Neither I nor Sue could resist. What just happened? That shade, is it Judah or not? I think it is. I think that shade is Judah. Judah Hermes left his final thought in your mind. As you've seen, his rational mind was barely existing. That was his last outburst. Ever since our arrival, I've seen nothing but religious crazies, talk and mimetic anomalies. Why did you lead me here, Ammons? Tell me the truth. Or else I will wring the truth out of you. You dare to offend me when your word is inches away from God's advent. You have 5 seconds to change my mind. 4 seconds. Looks like I have misjudged you. 3 seconds. Good. Let me tell you about the past. 2 seconds. It was before my assignment to Site 13. You knew about some of it, but chose not to believe. 1 second. But you were wrong. It has everything to do with why I've chosen this path. We could have saved a lot of time if you cut to the chase from the beginning. Pardon my preference of narratives. Back then we contained the deer, supposedly a divinity. What about it? It's an anomaly contained in another facility. We took it over and followed their existing protocol. This protocol, though, is nothing like the typical modern approach. backed by science and rationality, yada yada. It was a ritual, very primitive, involving blood sacrifice probably passed down from primitive tribes. And you call that contained? This is what we read before on the other tablet. That was the big question on everyone's mind. We tried multiple times to have the deer properly contained with scientific methods. In the end, there was only doom. A catastrophe as terrible as onerous, to say at the very least. You see, rationality is but a tool, but over time, people tend to see it as the purpose. I kneel to God now, not because I worship him. I'm incapable of worshipping. That is what put me in this unique position. You lost me. Yeah, he lost me too, honestly. What? The head of the cult is Peter, who was known as the Pontiff. I, on the other hand, seldom show myself. But basically everything was set in motion by you. Correct. In that sense, I can be called their true leader. My question is, why are you doing this? Judah had the same question, and my answer is to correct a mistake. You can trust me, Apex. I mean you no harm. After all, we are kin. The deer is a keener SCP based on the Roman god of Saturn, and it can turn people into brains. No, can turn people into brains and cubes. Wait, so then those cubes that were feeding them were people? That had their brains turned into cubes? What? Gamer 5, really? Really? What? Let's have a completely open talk. Just us, without that creation of condensation. I'm not sure if you mean what I think you mean, but Sue is not what you think she is. Let's pick up where I left off. Rationality is a result, an effect, not a cause. But in practice, people are seeing it as the Holy Grail, the thing that they must suppress their self to achieve. So here comes a new voice, one that reminds us of the forgotten truth. God and his path of blood. By truth, I hope you're not referring to that bloody mess you people left behind. Yes and no. That was a part of the necessary process. Such was the case of Emerson, who judged with fury, but never looked inward. Like the downfall of order that you just read about, Emerson turned himself into a beast in agony. He attempted to find a way out in death, but death betrayed him. He is now forever trapped in a limbo of pain. To this day, he roams the chambers and corridors of Olympia as an anomaly, the thing that he hated with all his heart. Oh, that is karmic. He got turned into an anomaly after hating all anomalies and killing all anomalies. Huh? Emerson is now an anomaly? He's probably trapped in one of those containment units. What is the path that you chose then? Go forth, Apex. You will see the path I chose, and the reason why I denounced condensation. Okay, we can click here. We can also... Oh, we can't read this yet? Okay, fine, we'll click the thing. Maybe let's send this to the next area. I want to read this thing. This lit up again. So we can't just read the thing, the tablet that lit up? No? We have to move forwards? Really? Alright, well, forwards we go, I guess. Bum 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 bum. I must dive into the bad sea. It's the only way to reach the end of the wastelands. Sue warned me against it, but at this point turning back is no longer an option. Saving. Okay. We are over 3.5 hours in. Do we end it here for tonight and move it to another day to finish it? I know Fragmented Minds releases tomorrow. I just want to do it justice. The issue is, I don't know how much longer the game goes on for. Let me try to use a little bit of metagaming. We'll take a look at the achievement list. Global achievements. If we scroll all the way down, we have achieved basically all the achievements everyone else has gotten in this game so far. The Thinker, the Pathfinder, the Loony Bin, an Ending, Face Yourself, Unmasking, Endless Road, Journey's End, the Wastelands. There are still multiple achievements not gotten yet. Deep Diver, Completionist, Futility, Interlocked, Enjoy the Show, Illusion of Control, Rogue Spirit, and 2 hidden achievements. There is 9 achievements remaining. I think there's a decent amount of game left still. Based on that there's still half the achievements left, I think we should do another one. Like, save this for another day. Because I don't think I'm finishing it tonight without it going to, like, past midnight or something. I feel like it's at least another 3 hours plus of content. So, with that being the case, I think we'll save end here. And do a continuation of it whenever we end up having time for it again. Because I do want to finish this game. Luckily, I think we don't have Bobble the Clown anymore, so if I end up forgetting Bobble's voice, that's okay. Hopefully I'll be able to keep up Andrew Ammons' voice and the other characters. I'm doing my best to keep the characters going. But yeah. Damn, this game, holy, I did not expect this much from an indie game, but I guess it makes sense for SCP-1730 and Site-13, having all this lore. Again, like Gamer5 said, it's one of the biggest SCP documents that there is, like, at all overall, so it makes sense that it's going to be a very long game. I did not expect an indie game, though, to be, like, this long. Now, I do know majority of it is, again, writings, and a lot of the writings are already writings that have been published in the SCP community, but again, they did take this game and expand upon it, add all the sound effects, add all the visuals, everything else, and the entire storyline and everything, gameplay, etc. So, damn, again, I'm impressed, like, so far. Like, I went into this with low expectations, like I do with all indie games, because you gotta give them a chance, and so far, good job. Like, very good story so far. But yeah, I appreciate you all joining. If you are in chat and want to be shouted out, feel free to say something in chat. Fragmented Mind's going to buy it and play it the moment it comes out. I'm going to try to as well for stream tomorrow. So that's probably what we'll end up be doing tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who joined today. Thank you, Icy Guy, for raiding with a party of 6. Shout out to Banana Bonaparte for following me on Twitch. Shout out to the Kick Chat, Julia, and the others there. Shout out to the X Chat and the lurkers there. Shout out to the Instagram chat lurkers. I appreciate you as well. Shout out to the Twitch chat and the lurkers there, as well as SCP Origami, Tech, Diff, Glarf, Icy Guy, and Slimies. I appreciate you all joining today. Shout out to the TikTok chat, Marco Gallant, Noor Vibing, and all the other lurkers who were on TikTok and who joined throughout the stream. I appreciate it. Shout out to the YouTube chat, Zrdran and Gamer5 for sticking with me through the entire thing, as well as SCP Origami. I appreciate all of you joining, and Space joining earlier. Gamer5, thank you for filling in lore and stuff with me. Zrdran, thank you for helping me out with puzzles and stuff as well. Both of you, I appreciate the help. Yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. For the lurkers, the other like a dozen people that are watching in the background that aren't talking, I appreciate you watching. Take care. I hope you have a good day, a good night. I hope you had a nice weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Daily streams will continue. We've made it, I think, 2 weeks of daily streams now. Maybe even a little bit more, but yeah. Appreciate you. Take care, have a good night. Bye-bye. Take care, bye-bye. And in the poll, 87% thought we'd finish the game today. Honestly, I did too, and we didn't. Only 13% voted that we wouldn't. But yeah, take care. Bye-bye.